where it was all by appointment. Basically, you go, you get the app, book your appointment, and then you just show up.
Yeah, talk about the app, Jez.
The app kind of sucks now.
Oh, there was an app now?
The app sucks penis.
If
Whoa, language.
there's so many people trying to get on it that it doesn't work that well. Although I did
Really?
get in on it the last day.
Okay. What did you play?
The strike.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's probably the meatiest thing you could really play out of the stuff they had there anyways.
That's when Cosmo's like, hey, pretend like this guy is giving you tips.
Oh, is that where the picture came from?
I was wondering where that picture came from. I was like, what the hell's going on here? He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't need tips.
Maybe was it like Cosmo's like forgot to? It's like wait, it's like shit. I'm supposed to be taking like some pictures in that. Quick, let's get a few.
I don't know what the point of it was, actually.
Like photo op, just a photo op, I'm sure.
Or somebody came up to him that was supposed to be doing it. It's like, Cosmo, you want to get some pictures from up on Twitter? Just do it.
Sure.
And he was like, huh, what? Okay. Yes, sir, no, sir. Now that we are live, and I've found my map at last. It fucking took me forever. I can't believe I don't have this thing saved.
My desk.
I probably do. It's probably just in the weirdest spot on my hard drive. It's probably before I even created my D&D folder proper, because that's probably the first thing I uploaded to Tyranny when we started that. Tweet. Why is everything on Twitter round now? Over at whatever the fuck my Twitch is. I think we have everybody. Lawage, whatever. One of these days, I'll just replace Lawage with like Brendan or something, or Bent.
Yeah, get Brandon in here.
I'll play Pyro. I was going to, like, now that you guys have had a chance to get back to town and that, I was going to just leave Pyro out. Because that's typically what I do with, like, an extended absence. But, because you have no healing, like, at all.
Yep.
And most of your healing is Pyro. I'll play Pyro.
A chunk of it.
Luckily, like, Pyro being a paladin, I can play a paladin really, really just without thinking about it. It's not like being a wizard where I gotta like sort through a whole bunch of stuff and remember spell slots and everything. I can just be like, okay, Pyro goes over here and hits things.
Are you saying you turn him into Healbot?
Well, he wouldn't be a very good heal bot because he doesn't have that much healing. He has a modicum of healing. And it's all grope related.
First time I actually cleaned up my desk and I don't know how friggin' long.
That's where I'm gonna pop.
This is what it looks like.
Desk 2.
Napkins.
Yeah, I got clutter fucking everywhere. Just everywhere in my house is clutter right now. Which
My bedroom is this clothing explosion.
All right, I think last time you said we were gonna title the XP this time around. Still at
No.
48.75. Is that correct?
I gave you guys XP for the last time.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Don't try and cheat and get extra XP bones. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, because we
It
were
has been 2 weeks. I just legitimately thought
we were asking if it
weren't.
was gonna bump us to 5, but it didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm just.
No problem.
All right. So, let's see how well I can do this after 2 weeks. Previously on Dungeons and Dragons, our heroes made it to Evernight, the dark reflection of Neverwinter in the Shadowfell, completely full of and run by the undead and some evil non-undead. So you guys made it to Evernight through some cunning and guile by Dusty, you managed to sneak your way mostly unaccosted through the city until you made it to the corpse market. From there, you made it into the graveyard proper and found where the Thans were kind of guarding their Shadow Gate. God damn it, even I don't remember what they're called. Whatever. Shadow Crossing. You found out where they were guarding a sort of semi-permanent shadow crossing between the Shadowfell and the material plane, and they were basically just using it as their own personal gateway back and forth. You guys fought your way in there, ended up back in Neverwinter, where you're extremely happy to not be in the Shadowfell anymore. So, you guys headed over to see your old friend Captain Belgard, and you found the Shatterkai woman, Lena, that helped you back in Umbraforge, waiting for you as well. She was there just chatting up Belgard, and everybody kind of sat down, had a little meeting between Lena, Descartes, and like sort of the information that you guys have gathered. Lena also, by the way, kind of got fucked over by Sarshan, guy that was in charge of Umbraforge, in charge of all the weapons you were looking for, and is sort of has a big part in some horrible thing that's going to befall your world and destroy everything. He kind of fucked her over, so now she's like, I'm gonna help you guys out then. I don't like being fucked over. Fuck me? No, fuck you. So, you guys kind of get the gist that Sarshan is helping he is teamed up with the Githyanki, a race that lives out in the Astral Sea. That are kind of like, they're pirates, scavengers, kind of warmongering people. Your friend Descartes being a Githzerai, the sworn enemies of the Githyanki. You know, he's been kind of tracking them, and you find out that Sarshan has kind of teamed up with them and promised them something, or you don't know what, but they are also looking for something for Sarshan in the Astral Sea, but nobody knows what that is. You are also told of sort of another piece of Sarshan's plan seems to be this place where they are harvesting the souls of the living and like draining their power for some reason. Nobody knows really why, and
I think we just call that Earth.
so this soul draining place seems to be a land known as Barovia, and that is pretty much where we left off, because I'm going to kind of cut off the last little bit of the session because we were a bit rushed and I forgot a couple of things. So, you guys are in the tower. You learned about the Githyanki, the Astral Sea, them looking for shit, Sarshan's plans, this Barovia place. Captain Belgard has heard the name before because he is in possession of a bunch of letters by some crazy old dude who's been sending letters to all the major cities in the Sword Coast for decades, like warning them about this Barovia place, and just crazy letters, like letters just full of crazy. And now, with kind of substantial evidence to the contrary, it seems slightly less crazy. So he kind of wants you to check go meet with this old man and check it out. The letters mention that he lives in a small town called Alderbridge, and he has no clue where that is. And you guys don't really have a clue where that is. So, he kind of dismisses Descartes and Lena. They kind of go fuck off. And he calls in a guard and tells them to send for Amon. And you guys all sit around, make small talk. Mostly he just stares at you for like half an hour. Doesn't really say much, just glares kind of at you. A little while later, this old, kind of bumbling looking wizard comes strolling in. He's like, oh. It's like, new Dusty comes in. New and improved Dusty. It's like, Captain, you summoned me. He's like, I got a couple things to go over with you. It's like, So go ahead,
I hope
sit
that
down.
Dusty immediately have like an old offie who's older.
I don't know. You looking at him, he looks pretty. He looks almost maybe older than Dusty.
Amon's like, I was a professor for 47 and a half years. What the?
Yeah, Amon looks. He looks pretty old, but he also looks like pretty cheerful and happy. Like way more cheerful and happy than Dusty. Like just seems like
Not very
way
hard
more.
to do, to be fair.
Just seems like way more pleasant to be around. So the captain sort of turns to him and is like, he basically just spills out all the same stuff I just covered right now, to sort of the story so far. He's like, oh, I see. He's like, look, first of all, this Barovia place, like, is it possible that they could be harvesting souls for energy in some place like this? It's like I decided to call you because, I mean, come on, like, who the fuck's gonna know about stealing souls for energy like better than you around here? And he just kind of like looks at the captain and he's like, well, true enough, but it's like, yes, the soul contains a vast amount of energy. If one was to just take it and immediately use it up, it would give a good amount of power, but if it was slowly siphoned away, you could gain much more from it. And Belgar just kind of like just looks around, it's like it's like, okay, I'm sending these guys to go talk to this guy, and like he basically like shuffles the papers over. Amon kind of like very quickly skims them. He's like, yes, yeah, it seems like a thing that actually could be a thing. Yeah. So
That's good, right?
So Captain Belgard says, like, have you ever heard of a place called Alderbridge? And he's like, I believe. Says Alderbridge, I believe, is a small town way down on the east side of the Reaching Wood, east of Baldur's Gate, nestled between the Sunset Mountains and the Reaching Woods. Belgard just kind of like pulls out a map. He's like looking at it. He's like, huh. Okay. I wish we had Wikipedia, but this'll do. You're like the living Wikipedia, old man, wizard man. It's like, okay, well, I need to get these guys there. Can you just like wizard them like down there? Like open up some kind of like magic bullshit? And
yes. The verb to wizard.
can you just wizard them? And Amon just kind of starts chuckling to himself. He's like, well, it's like if this place had a working teleportation circle that I was aware of and knew the coordinates to, of course I could. But as far as I know, they don't. The closest one that I knew of was in Baldur's Gate. But about a couple of years ago, when Baldur's Gate came upon some trouble, and the city nearly tore itself apart after the death of two of its dukes, Alder Ravengard removed the two teleportation circles from the city, and closed its gates for some time. So, I'm afraid they're just going to have to leg it the old-fashioned way.
We're walking. I'm a fan.
So, Belgard seems really annoyed at this. He's like, no, like, it's gonna take weeks. If I put them on, like, our fastest horses, it's gonna take them weeks to get there. Like, who knows how long to investigate the shit, and, like, weeks to come back. I ain't nobody got time for that. He's like, well, perhaps there is another way. I have an old friend, a dwarf named Gadrin Stonehammer.
Can you spell that, please?
He's like, sure, young man.
Damn it, I almost had it right.
So Gadrin and I go way, way back. He's a former ship's captain and shipwright. Spent most of his life building boats and sailing, and now he lives in the outskirts of a small town called Tribor, just, a few days east of here. I think he might be able to find some way of expediting their journey. That's basically all he's got for you. Elgar just kind of shrugs, he's like, all right. He's like, just do what he said. Go there. Just do it. It's your job now. Go do it. Listen to the old crazy wizard.
Okay.
Wait, which one?
The older, crazier one.
I'd like to point out, this guy was also the guy who said that we kill everybody we come into contact to, and he's telling us to go meet a bunch of people.
Well, you brought a guy back this time. You brought Descartes back. So,
True.
Amon's like,
Far
if you
better kid than
don't
Descartes.
need me any longer, I'm going to go. He just kind of starts old manning his way out of the room.
Old
Speaking
man.
of which, where is
Two
Descartes?
old man.
Yeah.
Descartes and Lena left the room like an hour ago.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad.
So Elgard's like, you see him like pull out a piece of paper, start scribbling some stuff. It's like, here, show this note to the stables on your way out tomorrow. They'll set you up with some horses and some provisions. Good Godspeed. Which god? The only
Okay.
god, the best one. Which one is that? You know. I don't need to tell you. You know.
Okay.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Aren't there like
Okay.
87 of them? Whatever, I don't care.
He's like, yeah, so go, your job, go to Tribor, figure out, like, find some way to, I don't know how the fuck that's gonna help you get down there, but whatever. Amon knows some shit. He's kind of terrifying, for the happy little old man.
Tribor, huh?
I was gonna say he looks okay.
Yeah, he's fine for an ex-Thayan wizard.
That's neat.
He knows some things.
Shadow's characters ever tempted to go towards the dark side?
I would like to know things.
So, it's like, yeah, so go to Tribor, meet with this dwarf guy, figure out how you're getting down to Alderbridge, get down to Alderbridge, meet with this Graf Buren character that wrote all these letters, find out what this Barovia thing is, and, I don't know, do something about it. Fix it.
You
Or-
got it, bro.
Go investigate, and then yeah, come back here. And if you don't die, I might have some
I'm
like
listening.
some stuff for you. I'll find a reward for you or something.
I'm sure.
It's like, gah.
What are we gonna say? No.
Maybe I should have let the king deal with all this shit.
With words.
Should let the king deal with all this. It's like, no. Can't just gotta do it. Gotta prove I can do it on my own. I can do it. I'm big boy now. I can do it. I can run this Neverwinter
You're
shit.
getting there, buddy.
I can do it. I
Your
can
big
do it.
boy like
do it.
Jandar Marsk? Oh, too soon?
It's like, hey, that was your guys' fault.
Why would you bring him up? What did he do to you?
He got
That was
killed,
just
the
mean.
putz. I probably wouldn't say that in character. But in my notes, I say Jandar Marsk also got murdered. The putz.
Yeah, but he didn't get murdered by the girl. He got murdered by a bunch of like Shatterkai agents.
Yeah,
The girl was
exactly.
dead too.
But he insisted he could handle himself.
He did.
Clearly.
Well, you guys
Oh.
didn't really. I don't think you guys really explained how bad the situation of holding like her as a prisoner probably was.
Technically, we didn't know either.
Yeah.
What did
Yeah.
we know? You know.
To
So
be
you-
fair, we did very much say, hey, you're probably not ready for that.
Yeah,
Gotta
we
get more
did.
help.
I think we
No,
warned
no,
him.
good.
We were
Well,
adamant.
what were you guys gonna do? Take her with you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just beef up the guard patrol or something. I don't know.
Maybe all of you non-lawful good characters should have just killed her when you had the chance. And he'd still be alive. Maybe he'd be sitting in on this little council meeting too. Hanging out, giving some advice.
Oh, that's just too bad.
That's a whole
Speaking of which,
faction
you-
down the drain.
Did you see my post in TeamSpeak, by the way?
Nope.
It's talking about the last episode.
Yeah, I'll look it up after.
Alright. It's at 3 hours 34 minutes if you want to look. So off to Tribor then?
So, you guys... Yeah, so you guys go get a good night's sleep. You stay... No, wherever the hell you want to stay. Captain Belgard offers you just free bunks here in the tower. If you want them. Or you can go, like, pay for somewhere fancier, but... Yeah, in the morning, like...
I'll take the free room.
Yeah, so at some point during the day, you guys are free to set off east for Tribor. Where'd my map go? Sword Coast. Yeah, so Tribor is essentially... You're going to be traveling south down the high road. You'll basically be lipping around Neverwinter Wood. Actually, you know what? The Neverwinter area map probably has... I think it's got Tribor Trail. No, the other one I know of has Tribor Trail. But you basically be like lipping... You'll be going kind of past Helm's Hold, lipping around the Neverwinter Wood, and just east until you hit Tribor. Take you like a few days. You can look around town for provision. Well, you'll be given some provisions and horses by the captain. So that's kind of taken care of. But if you want to do any last minute shopping, now is the time.
I might. I think I'll look for some armor.
I just wanna like while people are doing this, do my spellbook shit, which will be 100 gold and basically 4 hours to learn Levitate and Earthbind.
Yeah. Well, you can basically do that. We'll count that as like during like the evening, like
Okay.
after the meeting when you go back to like have dinner and sleep and shit like that. We'll count it as
Yeah.
part of that.
Okay, I'll start writing that shit down.
43 gold. I thought we had more gold than that. No, I'm good. I don't need anything.
Yeah, I'd like to go look for a set of studded leather.
So I have a book with prices in it. Damn it. Wait. Damn it. Wait. Damn it. Wait. There it goes. Yeah. Alright, so you go looking around. You manage to find an armorer. Sort of a... I guess... What's the proper name for someone that does leather work?
A leather
Leather
worker.
worker.
Is it? I thought there was an actual name for that skill.
Tanner.
Tanner. There you go. That's
A
what
tanner just makes the leather. Leather worker will turn into armor.
this guy does both.
I mean, an armorer is probably what you're looking for. They're going to work with leather and steel
Well-
and all that.
So you find the Hot Topic where they sell all kinds of studded things. So at Hot Topic you find. Why can't I find the fucking equipment? You find. You do find that they have some studded leather. He wants me to roll for markup. He wants 70 gold for a suit of studded leather armor.
I would like to attempt to persuade him to lower that to, say, 60. Oh good, it's a 5.
So, he... What did I say? 70s he wanted? Or
70.
70? Okay. He's like, well, I can let it go for 65.
65. That'll do.
Okay. So, both of you, like, turn your backs to each other and both, like sneer and start, like, fucking, like, writhing your hands around, like, I got the best of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the deal. None of you got the deal. No deals were had. Okay, so
Alright,
you've
I think
got
that's all I wanted to do.
you got some studded leather. You could go look for Dusty's Pearl, which I shouldn't remind you about until like after you left town. But
I mean, I wouldn't have enough money for one. Isn't like a pearl like 100 gold?
I don't know. What's the thing say?
Good
I think it
question.
says pearl worth 100 gold.
Let me see.
Either
Yep.
way, I just spent 100 gold on learning my books.
Yeah, I mean, unless you guys want to go look for more healing.
Because like this,
Those came in
this
handy.
is the type of place where you'd have the best luck of actually finding it. Like you would pretty much be guaranteed to find something here.
Yeah, a pearl worth 100 gold and an owl
I-
feather.
I think that might be you might be able to reach into the party funds for that type of thing.
Yeah, the pearl definitely. The owl feather should be in your reagent pack.
It doesn't have a cost, so yeah, it's whatever you want.
Be able to-
Yeah.
Pearl
I mean, we can
definitely.
go look. We can go look for one.
Sure. While we're here,
Go-
why
let's
not?
go look for one.
What do you need? You need one that's worth 100.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you managed. You go into the. I mean, you guys are still in this council room. Let's. I'm gonna drag this over.
Old pearl shop.
So,
Ye old pearl shop.
so you guys head over into the Protector's Enclave, and
Cool.
you manage to find a jewelry store. Has all kinds of stuff. Nothing really too fancy, but you know, there's a dwarf there that you see like a human woman that's kind of selling the shit, and then there's like a dwarf that's kind of in the corner, like pounding rocks into fucking fancy shapes. Because that's how dwarfs be. Like fucking pounding
That.
rocks, man. Oh,
That
those
is how
rocks.
the dwarf do.
So you do find what you're looking for. You find a fairly large pearl. It's not the nicest pearl, but it's kind of larger, so it's worth a bit more money. But you figured, like, yeah, that'd do. 47 years of teaching, so like, I know pearls. Well, that's a pearl, all right.
Wall pearl.
And this is where they're going to sell it to you for 99 gold, so that it doesn't work for the spell. So now it's a pearl worth 99 gold. Fuck you.
Well, it tells me 99% of the stats on the item.
So,
Like,
yeah.
What percent it always leaves out.
extra
If you're inquiring about it, they're asking 120 gold for said pearl,
120 gold, huh?
or 175 if you want it like fashioned into some kind of fancy jewelry or something. You want it as like a necklace or like a big old gaudy ring.
I'll
Keep
say
it as
like
is.
Can we come down to maybe like 105, 110? We're taking, I don't got that much money, but think of the good you're gonna do indirectly because of the thing that I'm gonna get to do. You could save a life if you give this to me for like 15 gold cheaper.
persuasion.
So, a single tear rolls down the cheek of the dwarf, and he's like, 105. Take it. 105.
Thank you so
do
much.
do good deeds. Do
We're
do
gonna
good, old
the,
man.
The most goodest thing that you can imagine.
He's like, could you do me a favor though?
Yes.
When you end up passing away in like 6 months, 9 months, could you like will the pearl back to me so that I can resell it again?
You know what? I'll do that.
Okay. So he sells it to you for 105 gold.
Okay, so everyone take.
And the
out,
promise that you when you die, which he assumes will be really soon because you're really old. that
everyone,
you
everyone
give-
take out 20 gold.
20 gold.
Yeah, everyone take out 20 gold.
Oh, were we taking from Pyro and Wad
Oh,
as
that's
well?
how you're doing it?
Sure.
That's-
Pyro.
to this.
I don't know if Lawage would pony up, but Pyro definitely would.
Well,
We'll bully him into it.
yeah.
Not like he's never here. Like, who cares?
That is true.
Exactly.
I don't know why you
He
guys
won't even
even
know
give.
it's
Why
gone.
do you give him gold? Why don't you split all the money 5 ways when he's not
We
here?
should.
Yeah. You know what?
Like-
Waz is taking a bigger chunk.
It's like Lawage is actually paying 100, and then the rest of you are paying 1.
Yeah, I took
Wait,
a
so
little
how,
extra
so
from
how much,
Waz.
Dado?
Well, if we're taking from everyone, then it's technically.
20.
Okay,
Just have everybody, have everybody to do 20, and then have him do the extra 5. There's
Well,
6
it's
of us, right?
technically everyone's 16. Or 17.
yeah.
17 gold, everybody. 17 gold.
Okay.
I just took a little extra from Waj, and I didn't take as much for myself, because fuck you guys.
Okay.
Anybody else want anything?
I'll put that actually in my inventory.
Let me see. I gotta subtract first. I want to find a, is it slightly racist, a gnome that has a store that sells tinker tools.
Sure. In the Protector's Enclave, you managed to find a clock-making shop. Old guy in there. It sells, like, timepieces and stuff like that. He is willing to sell you a Tinker Tools kit for... Where's the Tinker Tools? That's the base price. So it's not really something he sells in his store. So he tells you that he will let, like, he's got an extra set kicking around, and he would be willing to part with it for 70 gold.
How about 69?
Roll persuasion.
This always works out well for me, doesn't it?
This is where you crit fail and he asks for 71. If history is the judge. Well, there's two numbers there. He's like, sure, that's an odd number, but okay. It's pretty much the same amount, but it makes me feel like I'm getting way less. So yeah, he sells you one of his spare sets of tools for 69 gold.
He does tools.
I still find it weird that the store's in the handbook and not in the DM's guide, but whatever. I guess it's also a product of the DM's guide coming out like 6 months after 5th edition launched.
Well, it's mostly due to you being able to run something from just the player's handbook.
Well, Handbook 2 was also the first thing to come out, and it was the first thing to come out for a while. Then Monster Manual came out like a month or two later, and then DM's Guide was like 4 months after the Player's Handbook or something like that. To the point where, like, once you had the Handbook and the Monster Manual, the DM's Guide really felt like, it's like, there's a lot of good shit in here, but I really don't need it. Not like, it didn't feel as necessary as the old 4th edition one did, or some of the older editions. Alright, so if everybody's done buying their shit, you are free to leave the city.
Move with the country?
Yep.
I would like to do something at night before we all go to sleep. But for the next couple of months, I want to start trying to train with my bladed chain whip.
I told you, it's not gonna work unless you like actually have somebody.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I want you to make me roll dice and have funny things happen. Like I cut my face up and shit.
Okay. That's far more likely than actually learning to use it, so sure.
Hey, Carl, you stay awake in case I cut my face open and shit.
So you guys... Oh yeah, I was gonna have Descartes go on your shopping trip with you. Oh well. Oh well. Missed opportunity. I was just gonna have him come around and just go around with you guys and just make funny statements and everything, because yeah, he's never been to Neverwinter. He wanted to see the place, but he'll go off on his own. He'll wander out about town. Green fucking Piccolo in North City.
He sees us like
User in your channel
talking to the
timed out.
clockmaker. It's like, wow, you guys don't have like laser weapons yet?
So you guys head to the stables. You show them the note that Captain Belgard gave you. They're like, oh yeah, it all seems in order. They give you some of the garrison's horses. and some provisions, some rations, about 10 days worth of rations, and you are free to move out. So this is where you get out my map. This is not a very good map of this. Wait, show the players. So Tribor, not that far on this map, but you figure it'll take you 3 or 4 days hard riding to get there. So you lose about half a day. You set out probably noon by the time you get all your shopping done and set out. First day pretty much goes as expected. Pretty boring. End of the night, you settle up, rest your horses, make camp, all that fun stuff. Sleep for the night.
User joined your channel.
You get up the next morning. You start making your way further east. You've basically, at this point, you've made it to the lower part of like the southern tip of the Neverwinter Wood, and now you're heading east along what I believe is the Tribor Trail, if I remember correctly. If I remember my map that is not this one but looks exactly like it. Yeah, so you start heading down the Tribor Trail. Did I ever put... I don't need Tribor. So you keep heading east along the southern edge of the Neverwinter Wood towards Tribor. You make camp for the night. What was everybody's passive perception, by the way? I forgot to ask this one before we started out.
9.
Mine is 16.
I think I have like a 12.
Oh yeah, I don't think anyone beats
I guess
Bones.
10.
I don't think anyone beats Bones as 16.
Nope.
So you can make camp for the night. You're probably 2/3 of the way to Tribor. You're just out in the middle of the wilderness. You set up camp. You're all sitting around having a meal, and you see Bones kind of like, you hear like twigs snapping, sort of off in the distance. You're not really sure what it is, but you definitely hear something.
I will warn everybody that I think something is out there. I have a direction.
Somewhere to the southwest of you.
I will point that way and say,
I feel it's like it's not to the north.
Could be.
well, fair enough. Yeah, I'll point that way and I'll say something's out there. I don't know what, but I hear something.
Get to restore Luash's health later.
Get your shit.
I will
ready.
ready a firebolt. Yeah, I'll fix Wash's health.
I hide behind this rock. I'm gonna hide behind this rock.
Sure, give me stealth.
Yep.
Unless you're just walking to the rock. Actually, give me
Oh, no,
two.
no, I wanna...
That was a good chunk of real estate. So give me 2 stealth checks.
All right, 12 and a 12. Lots of 12s.
So Bones, starts snapping twigs and that in the dark. Especially, let me look at your vision for a second. Oh yeah, you can't see in that very
No, I
well.
can't see dick.
So, you start snapping things, and all of a sudden, a bunch of wolves jump out of the bushes at you and all of your friends. Haha! Except this
Waiting
one's...
for the wolves.
This really big, spiny one kind of just jumps out of the bushes and starts running right at Bones. And it's time to roll initiative. And at least one of the wolves is missing.
Oh, it was on the 20. Fuck off.
Token lair. Is that all the wolves now? I can't tell.
Actually, I have
Man roll.
disadvantage still, don't I? Oh wait, I didn't.
Well,
roll
that's
my-
damn it. The
listen
second
check.
one.
Listen save.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give it to you for once you got back to... Once you were sleeping in like a nice,
Believe me,
comfortable
I've
bed
only
in the
won.
material plane, it was going to be pretty easy to get rid of. Unless you're like really fucked up. I need... This is the player's handbook. That doesn't
Yeah,
have the
I'm
things I
pretty
need.
fucked up.
Oh wait, Monster Manual is underneath my notebook.
How the fuck
Duh.
do I have 26 max health?
I think
Because
it's
you're a
player's
wizard.
handbook, too.
That's
If
how.
you want.
Well, he
Oh,
might
never
have
mind.
gotten
It's in the
reduced. I want to recalculate it just to be sure.
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, I've only
Eight.
got 27.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Also,
I thought I
the-
started with a different amount of health.
you know, instead of
I
radiating
think
fireballs, you ought to
pyro.
cast mage armor on yourself, Dado. Future.
I ain't no bitch.
I think it was Pyro that lost some of his max health.
Oh, Dado, are you wearing like regular clothes, or are you still wearing your red Wizard of Thay fancy robes?
No, I've long since gotten rid of that.
Oh, okay. You don't want to wear
Wait,
your
took him off.
Well,
You
no,
took
they're
him off
good.
in
You
the
should
alleys,
wear them.
remember?
Yeah, I had to take them off.
Yeah, in the city, but like you should put them back on, is what we're saying, because they are what +1 robes, right?
Yep.
I think I deleted them from my inventory.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that.
Jesus.
Should have done that.
That I don't like burn them.
Don't wear them in the city. That's all.
Shit, they
Yeah. All right.
they
What is
keep
it?
getting me arrested.
Oh, I'm so
Thay
rusty.
Wizard robes.
So,
Rusty or dusty?
no,
That
I'm
was-
rusty. Like I'm struggling. It's like, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this, and what's where's the thing that I need to do for this? Like I'm fucking bad at this right now. Take a week off and I fall fucking apart.
My roll 20
Um,
is just breaking.
What else? What else did the wizard robes do? Was just +1 armor?
+1 armor.
You
Oh,
get
they
to
also
raise,
did.
You get to raise something from the dead.
Oh,
But
Yeah,
it's
you
like
get
like
to raise
small.
a zombie, I think, or something.
Yeah, you could
Oh.
raise a humanoid as a zombie. I think it was the create dead spell, but you could do it like once a day or something like that.
Okay.
I gotta
Oh, yeah.
refresh.
And it could only be one thing instead of like several.
Yeah, you get to be your necromancer after all.
Kinda.
I'm trying to find your dex mod. Okay. So the big spiny pointy wolf is gonna 10. I know I still have to roll for
Create
Pyro.
undead. There you go.
Wacky, you get to go first because I don't think Pyro's gonna beat you.
Oh, good, because my roll
okay,
20's having
yeah,
a stroke, so you might want to skip me.
Okay, so the wolves get to go.
It's not loading anything.
Where the fuck is stupid? Oh, they're NPCs. God damn it.
That's a very high level spell.
Hmm. Oh,
Don't
create
do
create
one
dead?
person.
Create undead.
Yeah.
It's also
It's you're also getting a very nerfed version of it though. But yeah, no, it's a juicy one.
Yeah.
it also has a drawback of you looking like a red wizard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of the balancing of it. Yeah, that you look evil as fuck. Yeah, so that's Pyro, all right. Fucking last thing I should have ordered. Why did I even bother? Okay, so doggos are gonna fucking. Do regular doggos get 50? No, they get 40.
doggo.
You mean the push down thing?
No, I'm just their
So, yeah.
speed. Doggos. This doggo's just gonna sprint the fuck over here.
Wait, we got doggos, doggos, and doggos?
Um,
Never mind. It's just a 2 type.
Louage. Whoever's controlling Louage can go. Wait, if Pyro's a vengeance paladin, how did he have like weird like lightning shit or something?
What?
He picked that up as one of his
Lightning
actual
shit?
spells.
Oh, yeah, you can have one of the smites as a spell.
Oh, so that's a pretty good one. That would have been
There's-
really good if you had sneak attack on it. So
Oh, I thought you were talking about the spell.
Doggo, you hobble said Doggo for all of his health, and he's dead.
No, don't kill the doggos.
You just you see Louage basically just fire an arrow into the darkness, and then you just hear a yelp, a painful, sad, pathetic yelp, and something just
I
kind
don't
of
know,
fall over.
And
Heartbreaking.
he's not here to defend himself, so
Big
you're a
Doggo
monster.
coming. And
Puppy.
Oh, you
He's
got
also
the
gonna
money.
hide behind that rock.
The big doggo rolled better than the little doggos.
No, little doggos roll better than big doggos. Oh no, those. Oh yeah, shit. Well, those are backwards. Yeah. The
Yeah,
big,
whatever.
the little doggos have the faster initiative. I just put them on the wrong ones in the initiative count. Time to roll a bite. 18 versus your AC.
That will hit me.
You're gonna take 9 piercing damage, and if you're a creature, give me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving roll. There it is. 6. I am.
You
knocked
are
out.
prone.
Nice, dude.
So
Right.
this giant bony dog just fucking
Tears into my ass.
it just grabs hold of you and just hauls you to the ground, starts chewing on you. Other one sprints up. Now it is your turn.
Oh, cool. I guess I don't really need that because I'm just gonna stand.
Do you ever
up.
fix your roll 20 yet, Wacky?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so as soon as Bone's done, you can have your turn.
All right, so I'll stand up, and then I'll poke the doggy in the face,
That's a hit.
and then I'll smack him upside the head.
That is also a hit for 16 damage total.
And it's half my movement, correct? Stand up.
Yep.
So I can now move there. Start moving this way.
So, Jesgo.
you go.
Whoops. Stupid backbones.
Actually, I'm gonna move this way. So there we go.
I'm going to do the better thing of being a target, and I'll dodge. As
What
a
I'm
count.
trying to do. I'm protecting Kiran.
Dusty.
Firebolt
Well-
on the dire wolf for 12.
12 is not going to do it.
That sad 1 damage we didn't get to do to it.
That seems about right.
He rolls 1s more often on that spell. I've never seen
So
that. That's
Pyro like pulls out his fancy sword that he thinks is talking to him, and then he asks the DM whether or not the bony dog counts as undead, and I say no, and he's like fine, and he goes up.
High quality role playing right
you
here.
know your players all too well.
And then he goes up and he dodges. Oh, we forgot to get. Okay, Wacky, you get to do 2 things. We forgot
Oh,
to give.
cool.
Well, we're back to you, and you missed your first
Wacky's
turn.
used to this.
Yeah. So now use your thing and do go 3 times.
you go.
I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Datto, and I'm just gonna make 2 attacks. And move a bit.
Ducking
Oh, your
daggers.
Huck and daggers.
Yep.
Which one?
Uh,
The dire wolf.
this one. Yep.
Want to move a little closer if you don't want disadvantage.
Pretty much. And luckily, even with disadvantage, the lob basically hurls the dagger like up in the air, and it just kind of. It's like one of those like really like MLG tomahawk throws in COD.
Like Vanos
Those-
Gaming.
Those
playing
fucking
Call of
cross
Duty.
maps. Hits it for 4, and the 7 does nothing. Poochie woof woof. This one's just gonna run at Jez and just bark in his face. Just bark, 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 bark,
Bark, bark, bark.
bark, 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 bark. This one can get close enough, just barely. Bark, 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 bark. 15 plus some stuff. Okay, 19 versus Pyro. I don't remember what Pyro's AC is. I think it's 19. 19. No, 19.
If he's using the shield,
He would be.
then it would. I think it's.
Yeah. Well, no, 19 makes sense because he's got plate, he's got his shield, and he's got his extra 1. So, or no, I don't think he has plate. I think he has chain. Yeah, he doesn't have plate. He's got chain. Chainmail, shield, and his defense fighting style.
19.
Yep. Yeah, his thing is correct. So that's a hit. Poochie. This is just a... Oh, god damn it. D4s. Fuck you. Thank god I got some of these out. 5 piercing damage. 2 piercing damage to Pyro. What's his max? His max is 36, because I've already filled that. So he takes 2 damage, and he rolls... God damn it, shouldn't have attacked Pyro. I'm having Tom have to do all this shit. That's not a saving throw.
Wasn't Pyro dodging?
Oh, that is true. Ha! I would have... My second roll was a crit. My second roll wouldn't have come into play. Made me waste a crit, though. Thanks, Dado.
They have pack tactics, right?
That is also true, but no...
Tactics?
None of his allies are within, like, 5 feet, though.
Yeah, they're not pack tacting.
Yeah, they're not packing quite yet. Lawaj can go. Well,
We had a druid, so I could have a pet dire wolf. That'd be cool.
well, you wanted the druid to be your pet? Just transform into a wolf and be your pet?
Exactly.
That is a hit.
Where's this sneak attack button?
Yeah, there isn't one.
Probably a macro he made somewhere.
Yeah.
2d6. He's still level 4, so 2d6.
I don't.
What would you do? You did enough. You did. Again, Lawaj viciously murders a poor Poochie. Poor Poochie woof woof.
That was my Poochie.
This Poochie is going to continue to try to eat Pyro. There we go. There's a back-to-back crit with the same dice. That's what I like to see as a DM. Player murderification.
Remember, you got them on the wrong order. Those Poochies are actually big
Yeah, that was
your
big
dire
doggies.
wolves that are going.
God damn, I'm fucking a mess today. I blame it on moving this to Mondays. Fucking, I don't do Mondays. I should be taking the crit on the dire wolf, is what I should be doing. But, okay, I'm going to re-roll. Dire wolf, sprint in. One on Pyro is going to just... It's either going to just hit or just miss. It's going to just hit. The other one, with advantage on Jez, is a 17.
Advantage?
Pack tactics.
Well, it's like sneak attack, right? Has to
Oh,
be
well, one
near
creature...
me.
No, it's Wolf's advantage on attack roll against a creature if
Yeah.
at least one of the Wolf's allies is within 5 feet of... Oh, you know what? I misread the wording. You're right.
Either way, I would still be defending, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Pyro's eating 8, 5. Roll. He's fine. Pyro 5 damage. Hey, look, we're back to 29. Bones go.
Alright, I'm gonna move here. Bonk this doggy. Bad doggy. Bad doggy.
Jesus.
So
Why do you
that
kill
thing, yeah, that
everything?
thing will never remember what it is ever again.
It's gonna starve to death because it doesn't know how to hunt anymore.
It doesn't know how to walk anymore.
Damn it! I'm trying to be good.
Everything you try to keep alive, you crit on.
I know.
It is technically alive.
But
Well, I can now take him out of the initiative order to not confuse myself anymore. Okay,
Alright.
he's
I'm
unconscious.
just gonna kind of step over him and I'm gonna smack the dog on the butt. Smack-a-doo.
Okay.
Alright, and then I'm gonna go back to Steve.
We're looking at that. Jez go.
I finally get to hit something.
Bork bork. Big poochies. Big doggos.
Only a 10. That's
Oh.
a fail.
Nope. That is going to miss the poochie. Dusty. With Bardic Inspiration this time. If he
Yep.
needs it.
No whammies, big money, no way.
my mic. My
There you
mic.
go.
Wow. Which one's that on? Like, which of the wolves?
One next to Jazz.
This one. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll that other dice just in case, see if I get a crit, and I do.
10 big damage to that Poochie. I'm dropping people's cams left and right now.
Why'd you roll the
There
other
we go.
dice?
Huh?
Did you roll the other dice?
Because I had
That's not how
bardic
inspiration
inspiration.
No, you get an additional. You get to roll like a
D6
D6.
E6.
Oh, okay.
So like if you missed, you could have like rolled the D6 to like boost it.
Gotcha. Okay, well, either way.
Do.
Cool,
But-
like a variant bard. Give advantage instead.
Where's weapons? Smack the dog. Nope. It's about right for Pyro. Wacky go. That's about right.
I come back here.
Hey, I don't need this page anymore. Or do I?
Throw another dagger. Nice, dude.
No.
Like catches it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it is now holding a dagger.
The dog with a knife now.
It's now just a smaller version of Sif. So, Lawage's turn.
I mean, these guys are still bigger than us.
Yeah. Somebody throw a longsword at it so it can really be Sif. We were waiting on the Datto to be the Lawage.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize we got here. And... Wow.
Oh, there violently comes shooting out. It's definitely it.
On this one.
Cap.
I'll roll that big dick.
Big Dick
3.
3. That is enough to viciously murder another defenseless animal.
Waj the wolf killer. He's killed 3 of them.
He's hunting.
The best.
He's
He
hunting.
does not even know it.
You guys are gonna eat so much wolf tonight. Like, so much wolf. Bork, bork. No. Bones go.
All right.
Was it attack me? Or did
Yeah,
it
it attacked you and missed.
Well, if it missed, I will riposte.
For 9 damage. And Bones, I think you rolled... No, you didn't roll an attack yet.
Rolled anything yet?
Okay.
Oh,
Go
is it
Bones.
still alive?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Block it. Oh!
Good lord.
Why?
This one too,
Uh,
huh?
Dog.
It is still alive after that.
Oh my god.
It's daggers, but it is still...
All right. I'll gingerly get.
Come on, put lady down, Bones. Put lady down. Do it.
13.
Nope. 13 is a miss.
I'll back off.
Its fur is too dense for that attack to be felt.
I almost murdered
Jez, you put lady down. Your king commands it. And it did. Bork, bork.
Borf, borf.
I can't leave it alive after we killed all its friends.
And viciously maimed the other one.
Die again.
You
know
guys
what?
get
One, two.
95 XP.
Hey.
You. 9 to 5.
965. Oh, sorry.
So yeah,
4965. There we go.
you guys have a delicious meal of wolf. Really good. Kind of gamey, but yeah, it's pretty good. You guys can all make matching jackets out of them. In case, like, winter is coming or something. It's getting cold.
See the wolf pack.
I don't actually remember what is the season. Just off the top of my head. I have a calendar somewhere.
16th of blank.
Unseen
no,
War.
no, it's the 18th or 19th now?
Yeah, I'd have to work it out. I haven't been keeping track the last couple sessions. Here's my fucking Harptos calendar.
Get him and make wolves and rose and coats and stuff.
It's Elant right now, or Elaint. I mean, it's moving into autumn. It's like late summer right now. So yeah, you don't need the wolf pelts quite yet. You got some time. You got a couple months before it starts getting cold. All right, so you guys camp out the rest of the night. Probably unaccosted. I don't know. That's not really up to me. So, in the morning, you travel on. Eventually, you travel on. You make it the rest of the way to the town of Tribor, pretty much unaccosted. You reach. I don't actually have a map of Tribor because I didn't really. I think I have one. I just didn't import it because I didn't really deem it necessary. What I'll do? I'll cheat. I'll put it up on the stream. So, you make it to the small town of Tribor. It's a little village made up of a couple dozen or so houses, mostly like farmhouses and a few little, just family, not hovels. Hovels is a bad term for it. It's a little farming village. So, you make it to the outskirts. It's probably late afternoon. Looking around, you find what you believe to probably be Buddy Nuts' fucking... I forget my own character's name. You find Gadrin's house without too much trouble. Basically, sort of on the outskirts of town, on kind of the northeastern end, you find a large plot of land. Looks like it used to be farmland once upon a time, but there's like a medium-sized house, and then there's just ships everywhere. You know, beside the house, there's this giant galley that seems to be under construction. There's, front halves and keels of ships kind of everywhere. It looks like some kind of harbor's graveyard. And this just spans this huge swath of land, kind of like taking up like an entire farm's worth of real estate. And you believe it's like, well, you're told the dwarf guy likes boats. There's lots of boats here. Maybe this
There are
is...
indeed a lot of boats.
Go see the guy with all the boats then.
What is this? Oh, it's my shit Orin can do page. Okay, so you go. I'm guessing you're gonna go banging on the door.
Yep.
Go see Boatman.
Well.
So you knock on the door. You hear sort of a gruff dwarvish voice, like offer to or let you in. It's like, yeah, just come in. So you step inside, and it just kind of looks like a maritime museum in there. And you see... Get rid of Tribor for a minute. Of course it's not visible to you guys. Because I didn't fucking do that yet. You find this brawny, shirtless old dwarf who's just kind of at work on what looks like a rudder or like a... some boat part. And he's just carving away at it. And he's like, It's like, what are you doing here? Like, how can I help you? You looking to buy a boat?
Not exactly.
So, sure? Working on a real beauty right now.
No, it looks very nice, but no, we're not.
We've been sent from Neverwinter to see you about securing transportation down to Alderbridge. I mean, I don't know if he's familiar with it.
Well, you... So you basically point him out, like you pull out like a map and like point to where you were told Alder Bridge is. He's like, ah. It's like why? Like who sent you? Like why do you think I can help you?
Captain Belgard told us that he'd be able to help.
Pretty name drop.
No, it's wasn't it Amon?
Amon,
He-
yeah,
he's
that
a
guy.
friend of Belgard. Yeah, Amon, friend of Belgard. He said you might be able to help us.
Oh,
there.
you're friends of Amon, are you?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you say so? It's like that old geezer's, helped me. He's been helping me work on my pride and joy on and off for, the last 20 years. Thanks to him, it's almost completed. So he sent you along to help me.
Dedication there.
He sent you along to help me finish it, did you?
Not
I guess.
exactly.
It's like, well, you're looking to get to this Alder Bridge, huh? And he kind of like goes and looks at like a big map he's got on the wall, and sort of takes out what's that? One of those things, like those. I can't remember what they're called now. The devices they used to
Hextet.
use. Yeah, Hextet. Sig pulls that out. He starts like
Tent.
sextent. That's you and I have different definitions of sextent, clearly. So he pulls that out. He starts like charting out how far it is, like from where you guys are now. He's like, that's an awful long way. It's like I think I could get you there, but I'm afraid it's going to cost you.
I mean, does your boat fly? Because I don't know how we're gonna get there.
Tells you, it's like, don't worry about it. I'll get you there, I promise. But there's only one way that's going to happen. I need something. I've been looking for a stone, a magical stone. It's a very, very specific thing, and I've been searching for it for damn near a decade. And my old friend Amon finally tracked one down for me, or at least where one is. Just haven't really had much luck getting it. I mean, the last people that I paid to go get it for me, they didn't really come back, or were ever seen again. But it's fine. You look like a hardy lot.
Good.
Like I bet you'd have no problem finding this for me.
What are you looking for? What does it do?
There's an old crypt, a few hours south of the town. It's kind of colloquially named the Tomb of the Exile. Word has it that it's the final resting place of an old exiled Netherese who found his way over in these parts and was entombed there. The crystal that I'm looking for, it's supposedly, it's in there, and he had one. And, Amon assured me that, it's like, what I'm looking for is in there. I just have to go in there and get it. And that's proven to be a bit more difficult. Cagey old fool wouldn't go get it for me.
What is the significance of why is this so important?
It's like it is the key to finishing my life's work. Tells you it's basically a small spherical globe of crystal. You'll know it when you see it. If I was to put money down on it, it would probably be entombed with the exile himself. It was a man named, God damn it, I didn't write his fucking name down. I wrote down so many names on before we started. God damn it.
Nastiest wizard of the past 300 years.
Jim.
It's Bob the Wizard.
I mean, Jim is a very famous wizard in
That's true.
a lot of places.
That's what it was.
In the new
Algadrazan.
campfire, dark magic.
Yes, I will spell that. So he starts writing it out in Dwarven.
If there's anything vowel-wise that is not an A in this name, I'm going to be very upset. Thank you, fucking Lord.
Wow, Jez's cam just keeps fucking cutting out.
I literally turned mine off because,
Because you broke XSplit again?
no, TeamSpeak was messing up, and all I heard was lagginess.
That
I was having the same problem. Jesus.
whole list of fucking names that I needed to remember, and I wrote them all down, except for fucking Wizard. He tells you, his name's not important, but if you go in there, find his crypt, and like where where he is entombed, that's where you'll find it. And I'll be waiting. You bring that back to me, I promise I will get you to this Alder Bridge place you're trying to get to.
You gonna get any more than that? Considering
Why
this is so
is this
important to
stone
you?
so significant? Why can we at least know before we go into Crypt of the Fuck You land?
It's tells you it's a powerful old magic it's an old magical object of great power and importance.
Enough?
Of course it is.
If
Wouldn't
we're
it
going to be
be?
doing
Why
this, are
was-
we going to
why
get
wouldn't
more
anything
than
be
just
that?
a ride, considering how dangerous it is and considering how important it is to you?
I'll give you a ride back. Like you're trying to get to here, and he points to the map. It's like that's a good months away. And if Amon sent you to me, he obviously A thinks you can do this, and B like their time must be of the essence. Otherwise, why would they just put you like on a boat and giving you like a horse and just sent you all the way down there for whatever fancy reason you need to be down there?
Okay.
Guys, we're adventurers. That means there's
Fair
probably
point.
something that we could steal in this tomb.
Hey, so you're more than welcome to anything else you find in there.
Alright.
Maybe if you run into the last guys that like went missing trying to find this thing, just take all their shit.
Alright, I guess we're
It's like, look,
going
like,
to...
obviously
do
I gotta
fuck
grease
you.
the wheels a little bit.
Let's go to
If you really need a little bit of extra motivation, I'll give you the family and friends discount if you purchase one of the boats. I shouldn't be doing this. I'll give you a half off a boat.
Which way is the tomb?
Sounds good, buddy. Fantastic.
It's like I'm telling you, my boats are of the finest quality.
Oh, I don't doubt
They
that.
just, they don't sell too well because you got to pay to get it to the water, which is not cheap because you need pretty much magic to do that,
Yeah, I got it.
or a really big wagon.
We'll keep you in mind whenever we're looking for boats.
Like, yeah, you will. So he points out the tomb on the map. He tells you it's about a few hours south of the town. And he kind of points to a little wooded patch. Like, there's some hills. He basically gives you the whole, he's like, yeah, just if you go through here and you move these rocks, and, there's a little hidden entrance into his crypt. There you go. It's like, if you need a place to crash, I mean, you could sleep here. I'm not going to feed you, though. I don't got much food. Like,
That's fine.
There's a little tavern in town you could stay in.
No, that's just okay.
Okay.
So, you guys staying there, or are you guys going to the tavern? Or are you just going to sleep out in the woods? You could also just sleep out in the woods. You could also just not sleep and just go right to the tomb.
I guess we're staying here?
No, we'll stay at his place.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
So, he puts you up in kind of, well, it would have been like the crew cabin of like one of the boats, like in back of his house, like in the yard area. It's basically just now like half a ship, but yeah, makes a pretty good
This is
like
the
guest
Friends and
house.
Family ship.
You have good experiences with boats, right?
It's fairly sealed off. It makes a pretty good like guest house. There's some cots. It's nice and homey.
Well, let's sleep for the night. Unless you got something to do awake.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone does.
None.
Yeah, it's the reason I didn't bring the Tribor map in, because I figured you weren't really going to go exploring around much. It's a small town. They're not really going to have anything.
But
Yeah,
no,
that's a question.
They're not going to have anything that like Neverwinter didn't have. It's just a little. It's a village.
What about local village lore?
If you want to learn like the history of like the Tribor Trail, and
Sure.
I can look all that up for you if you really want.
See all the local town monuments.
Think I'll be okay.
So,
my house is just north of here.
yes, you
That's
could have
nice.
went back to Long Saddle. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Long Saddle.
Yeah, you could have gone back to
That's where
Long
you're actually
Saddle,
from.
stayed at Jez's place.
Awesome.
So,
Although it's not very safe to stay at right now.
That.
So, you guys get a good night's sleep. In the morning, you set out for the Tomb of the Exile. You head south for a few hours. You are not eaten and killed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
After about 3 to 4 hours of walking, you reach sort of a very well-disguised kind of cave entrance. It's like some overgrown bushes and some rocks that are all kind of... They seem somewhat natural, somewhat kind of placed, or maybe placed to kind of look natural, to disguise the entrance. But you find it, and you begin to descend down sort of a rocky tunnel, and after about probably a good 30-40 feet, the rocky, just naturally cut stone tunnel turns into more like proper crafted stone, and you find yourself in some kind of a toomba.
Not the Toomba.
So,
I get it.
I'm gonna turn my... Where's my DM bullshit? So I can
Okay.
Turn my
It's
GM.
never anywhere pleasant. We go. No, we never gotta go into town. We never gotta go. Nice place. No, it's always this.
So-
It's always dark. Why do they hate the lights so much?
So
Yeah,
you
whatever.
enter you enter the dark claustrophobic confines of some kind of crypt. The air kind of is pretty musky and very dry, and the wafting scent of death is in the air. Very pleasant place.
As soon as lights from outside started to disappear, I'll cast a shield.
Kind of like whisper, like, Aaron, can I get some light,
Yeah, I got you.
bro?
You're very needy.
I'm a very needy. I'm a very needy monk.
Can I get some healing? Can I get some light?
Yeah, all
get
those
some
things
money?
that I can't do for myself.
In-
I'm bleeding out. Can you help?
Do you want to Do you want it just like on something on your person, or like just your weapon
Or
again?
Just my weapon or something. That's fine. My staff or whatever. That works.
You can have a glow stick.
Glowy stick. Well, we got 2 light sources, so everybody's good.
So, now what?
Alright, well, I'll kind of look around.
This is
Wanna give a-
usually where
Gonna give a listen.
People
Wanna
die.
see if I hear anything.
No, usually people die outside of here, and then they are brought into here, dead.
yeah, but they don't want people to raid them, so they usually
You don't hear
Confirm
anything.
Unusual sounds or smells other than the musty shit you already told us about.
Nope. Seems like a tomb.
Fair enough.
You've been in some crypts recently, and he's like, "Yeah, seems pretty crypty."
Well, which way? Up or down?
Up.
Good choice. Right?
Be there in a minute.
You just yell that in the back, and then you just hear Dusty you just hear like a little clink click noise.
Oh, look.
All right.
Oh,
Over
that's,
there.
That's Jazz.
sick, too.
There we go.
There's some sort of like cement tab stone thing over here. What are those?
So, you guys enter sort of a
Two.
little mausoleum thing, and you find two big stone sarcophagi. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, you find a couple big stone sarcophagi. It looks like the lids have been pried off of them.
All right. Before I go any further,
The lids are basically like askew. Like one's kind of like sideways, the other one's kind of flipped on like the ground.
I just want to scope the floor before moving any further for like pressure plates and traps and crap.
There's nothing you're aware of in your immediate vicinity.
All right.
Just dusty old floor.
I'll step in and look around.
I ain't going in there.
Interesting. Are these dwarvish runes on the thing, or are they just for decoration?
That's probably what was on those things to begin with.
I'm gonna prepare a.
You could go up to
fireball
one
in case-
and take a closer look at it if you wanted to, though.
I'm not gonna get too close. I'm just gonna kind of like peek in.
preparing firebolt. Firebolt.
So
I'm naturally curious, so I'm just gonna kind of like.
inside, you
there?
see a couple of bodies. Wow, I guess.
Ew.
Well, you can kind of look in like one, look in the other.
Right.
Inside, you see just decayed old skeletons, just like rotten. These things are just completely nothing at this point. Like they don't look like, even if they came to life, they looks like they would just collapse under their own weight. They also seem to be like they don't seem to have any weapons or jewelry or anything. Judging by the sarcophagi, you don't really see any distinguishing marks that you can make out. That all seems to be worn away over time. But it does look like these were somewhat distinguished, like, tombs of some kind. So you imagine they would have been probably buried with some kind of adornments, but perhaps grave robbers have beat you here, like, long, long ago.
Oh, so that's why they've been put ajar.
Possibly.
Early tombs are always rated already.
Doesn't seem right to leave them like this. Can I test the sarcophagus lid and see if I can close it?
Sure, give me a strength check.
Okay, just a regular unskilled, I take it.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, you move it a bit, but yeah, this thing seems pretty heavy.
Hi guys, help me out. It's not right to leave them exposed like this.
Pyro would probably help you.
Yep, Pyro seems like the kind of guy who might do that.
Yeah, I guess he would.
You're not gonna get any help from me or Dusty.
Oh, Dusty's like just laser focused with a firebolt.
Yep.
You should probably put Pyro back to full health too in a minute.
Yeah, I figured
We
I'd
did
get
take
to
a
that.
long rest though. Alright, do you want
First
me to
8.
roll a check with him, or
Yeah.
what do you want me to do?
No, I want you to roll one with. I'm not a big fan of this. I'm just going to help and like the person
And
automatically
advantage.
gets advantage. That's dumb.
Right.
Homie, don't
Okay,
play that.
I push a little harder than him.
Yeah, you guys struggle at it for a while. You're making big, loud, grindy sounds that kind of echo throughout like the crypt.
Looking
Yeah.
back down this way.
So you're definitely creating a whole lot of noise. Not really getting very far. Pyro puts his back into it a little bit more, and
Finally.
give me another check, Bones.
Alright.
Where's what am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for his max health. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh,
36.
starting to get tired.
You guys managed to just kind of struggle that. That's the one that was sideways. So you guys both kind of get underneath of it and eventually struggle it back into place, and it is now closed. The other one, the lid's like completely like upside down on the floor. So you figure that one's gonna be quite a bit harder.
Let me leave that one. Just
I really don't
my
want to, I mean-
suggestion. Yeah, you guys are making a whole lot of noise though.
Yeah, but these guys should rest in peace.
Nope.
They shouldn't just be.
They've been resting a long time. I'm sure there can be peace somewhere along the line.
At least give it a try.
Oh, boy.
Maybe we'll crit the strength checks. All right.
What is
On
the
three,
strength
ready?
check?
On three.
I'm looking down
One.
this hallway.
2, 3.
There you
So
go.
Pyro does most of the heavy lifting, and you guys manage to get the lid up and back onto the sarcophagi.
Yeah. Good deed completed.
I'm sure.
I like
What's Pyro's god? I don't remember.
Ilmater, I believe. Same as mine.
It'll matter.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say it's probably Bahamut. Knowing Pyro.
always is.
Dragonborn maybe, but no, he's.
I mean, he was a
Ilmater
dwarf
along
last
with
time,
me.
but it was still Bahamut.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Anybody
Alright,
can
no,
worship
sure, okay,
Bahamut.
come on.
Big,
Alright.
He's a big, cool fucking dragon.
Gotta peek around the old corners here.
Oh, good, more
Oh, there's
coffins
really
for you to
no
put to
corner.
rest.
Once again, just taking a peek around the floor. And it didn't do very well.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys, it looks safe to me.
Yeah, you go
Go
first.
out there first. Yeah, I got it.
Prepare fireball.
Everybody stands in a crowd at like the doorway, waiting for Bones to fall into a pit and
I just
die.
kind of like turn around and be like, what? What are you guys waiting for?
I wonder.
Alright,
there's
same
a
deal with
secret
these
passage
coffins.
In the other one.
Yeah, you find 2 more coffins that are ajar. Same thing. People have come and gone. Like it looks like they've looted them. You also see a portion of the wall behind you seems to have been broken. It kind of looks like the wall. It looks like some kind of big secret door was found, and instead of it kind of being opened, somebody just smashed it to get through it. So it basically, it doesn't look like a sealed wall. Like it kind of appears like a sealed wall, but then when you look closer at it, the wall's like really thin, kind of like it would be some kind of a door. Like it's not super thick stone walls like everywhere else, and it's just been kind of smashed through, and then there's a chamber beyond. So it looks like somebody found maybe a secret passage, and wasn't smart enough to figure out how to open it, so they'd opened it the easy way.
Gonna kind of go up here and just kind of like wait for Pyro. Like just put my hands on it, just like expecting him to be next to me.
Oh
damn
god.
it.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bro crushed it.
So,
I'll
Pyro.
start working on this one.
Then Pyro runs over to help Jez. Like, I want to help. I want to help. I want to help. Yeah.
Lead by example. Yes.
So everything that
Not a lead.
everything alive and or dead in the tomb has now been very made aware of your presence. Probably.
It was worth
No
it.
point in trying to be quiet now.
The dead should rest well.
They can't rest with
No,
all
they
this
shouldn't.
noise.
They always try to kill us.
All
Why
right,
should they
once
rest
again,
well?
Okay.
we're gonna do a listen for sounds and maybe some smells or whatever. Just kind of looking around.
Epic, is there any way to disable
His
because
vision?
Waj has like supervision? He's got dark vision, I guess. Does he?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's not. I can't as like while you're controlling him.
Right. Okay. Just wanted to double check.
But
Yeah.
you'd have to,
Because I was like,
turn
we
off
started to
his
get past the front
light.
door, and I'm like, oh, it's not just light coming from outside.
You can just turn it off
It's
for now
Wash,
and put
yeah.
it back
You
later.
could turn off his vision.
Yeah, I guess I could, you know what I could do? I could take off the multiplier. We'll just take the multiplier off. Okay, so what doing?
I'm gonna invent a fidget spinner.
I
Yeah.
see something. I think I see something I'm not supposed to see yet. Hang out.
I mean, I can't see any. As Dusty, I cannot see anything.
Might as well go in and start everything.
So I'm just literally like hand on shoulder in front of Waj
Oh.
here.
Well,
So Dusty's basically using Lawage as like a meat shield, and then every so
Yeah.
often Lawage is like shifts behind Dusty and starts using him as a meat shield. Then Dusty shifts behind him, and just the two of them are just do-si-doing back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, no, you go first. You go first. It's like, no, you go first. So you enter a not grand, that's probably a wrong thing to say, but you enter sort of a large central chamber, ceiling gets a little bit higher in this area. You see there's also a passage to the north, passage to the south, and some stairs descending to the east. You also see a couple just skeletons just slumped in the corner.
They're never just skeletons. They're
Yeah,
never
I'm
just
always
skeletons.
Like, I kind of like motion for Pyro to be like,
Yeah, you want to come over here with that fancy sword of yours?
got the fancy sword. Lead the way. By example.
Like I would lead the way, but I don't have any light.
I'll stick with you. It's cool, bro.
The thing,
well,
whoever has the
tell me-
light should go first.
I'm gonna go
Gonna be
crack
like-
one of those skeletons over the hood.
Eyeballing these guys here, but I'm just gonna kind of like.
No, tell him to go over there and hit one of them.
So he goes over, whacks a skeleton. Whacks a skeleton. Whacks a skeleton.
See? There it is.
There you go.
And the skeleton just kind of falls apart and spills on the floor.
You did it.
Okay,
Guys,
so now do that.
I did it.
You did it.
What did,
Now
what
do
did
that a
you
whole bunch more.
Everybody just like slow claps. Just.
You did it.
Okay.
Okay then. Which way? Up, down,
South.
or right? Down's probably a good choice.
It doesn't
Or
look
now.
like that.
I
passage
can't
can
see
go very far.
anything. You pick.
Go this
You
way.
can see everything because we're light.
How far can you see, Dodo?
He's a
Do we
human.
have light now? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Normally,
is he not seeing our light?
No.
He
I
sees
just
all the
normally don't. I normally see nothing, but I see stuff now because of.
Oh, right.
Because
No,
of.
you can also
of
you'd be able to
specters.
see a lot. Like I'm looking through your view right now, and you can see plenty.
Yeah,
'cause-
both me
Yeah.
and Jez
Well,
have
that's
like
'cause
30
of-
feet of light, so we got some room to work
Well,
with.
no,
Okay,
like
there you go. Okay. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I see it now. I just Waj was stacked on top, so I didn't know where the layers of light were.
Oh.
All right, once
There's
again,
none of this.
just a quick look this area just to see if any
Mhm.
on the ground or unusually clean walls, whatever.
Did he hit this one?
No,
No, he
you
did not.
Hit that one.
I tell him to go hit that
That one
one.
over there too. Hit that one.
Just hit any of them you see along the way.
Take its sword and throw
Like
it
guys,
over
this seems to be really disrespectful to the dead.
I was about to say we just painstakingly closed all the sarcophagus, and here we are just completely destroying.
Because you know
It's
the
never
remains are gonna
just a
come alive, you
skeleton.
idiot.
But I'm just gonna be like,
Take the sword and grab the sword out of his hand.
Listen, man,
beast,
we were just in the
and
Shadowfell.
throw it
Can't
away.
better be safe than sorry, you know.
So
Alright,
yeah,
I'm going
he hits
down.
the skeleton, and bones just kind of spill into a pile on the floor.
Pick up his sword, pick it up, and throw it.
There doesn't seem to be a sword.
Okay, well in the character model it did.
Yeah. Because there's a very limited amount of skeletons you can use.
I know. I just wanted to make sure.
More skeletons.
I'm just gonna like, no, I'm just gonna like gingerly tiptoe past this guy, like, do, don't mind me, Mr. Skelly
These
Man.
ones are so gonna come up. Those were the bait ones outside.
Yeah, I
oh
agree
my
with you,
god, those
Dusty.
were the
I'm with
bait
you.
ones.
All right, okay.
At least
I'm gonna
just shove them over.
look around this room. Give it a look over.
I'm
Anything
gonna
interesting?
I'm just shove this skeleton over.
Well, what specifically are you? You
I guess I'm inspecting. Mostly, I'm inspecting the sarcophagus because they're obviously the things that are here.
you see
they?
some stone sarcophagi that you would get a better look at if you went closer to them.
Well, I'll get a better look by going closer to one.
So you enter sort of a dead end kind of just a little crypt, and you see 3 ornate stone sarcophagi. They seem to have elaborate designs and that kind of carved into them. Not really anything you recognize offhand.
That alright. Just a quick check for the other two. Same thing.
So as you stand in front of that one,
Ah.
you hear a grinding sound like stone moving, and you all kind of look, and the 3 sarcophagi lids basically just slide back, and things begin to rise out from inside of them.
Hey, these
Not
ones might be able to
things.
close easily.
Can I
Eh.
instinctively Rebound?
Nope. You can roll initiative.
Alright,
Your instinctively rebound is called
Oh,
initiative.
what? What?
Oh.
5.
Waj was back here with me. Just for all intents and purposes, Waj is wherever I am.
Pyro
Hiding
would have
behind
Pyro
you.
would have
If
been
I'm
further
not
up.
dragging him with me.
He would have been about where Jez is, so I'll move
Yeah.
him. I will cheat him ahead a bit.
Waj is this for Waj 12.
I need to do for Pyro. Pyro. I almost need to just make fucking macros for Pyro.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna be playing him for a while.
Das
Like,
Des
2 more
Vampire.
sessions.
Zambambo didn't do so well. Vampire looking thing, he did somewhat better. Dusty, you get to go first.
I'll just yell, kill it with
Fucking
fire!
Really? God damn. Okay. Yeah. What are they like? Ghoul-like? Do they have
You see two kind of like rotten corpse things and
Okay.
a more humanoid looking guy with like really pale skin.
Oh, my
Kinda looks like the
favorite.
guy we found in the Shadowfell who wanted to buy us.
All right. I will firebolt this dude.
Hot dude.
So
He's not a 1. Okay. Thank Christ.
try.
Respectable. Respectable.
So Dusty threads the needle and manages to do. Manages to do a little bit of damage to sort of humanoid looking guy with a snazzy red fucking vest on. Why can't I think? 6 damage. There you go. This guy, snazzy vest guy, just kind of like fucking saunters over to Bones. It's like, hey, you like Marilyn Manson?
Hi there. I'm gonna bite you now.
So, 2 attacks. We'll roll these. So, claw attack, 15 versus AC.
No, that actually misses.
Bite attack, though, 22 versus AC.
Now that'll get me. On saving throw, I take it.
Well, first, 6 piercing plus
Okay.
9 necrotic,
Ow.
and your hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the necrotic damage taken. And he heals.
So 15 total damage.
So you're down. Well, you're down 9.
My
Max.
max is down by 9.
Yeah, you're down. Yeah, you're down just the necrotic.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
Oh, you know what? Shit, I gotta read better.
Oh, is it? I think.
Its bites have to be grappled. So he is going to, instead of take your damage back, Bones. He's going to grapple you with his second attack.
Okay.
So you are now grappled by the vampire. You didn't take any of that damage though.
Got it. Okay.
These things are. Miss on Jez. Hit on Pyro.
Rapier back.
It's going to slam Pyro
Rape is back.
for
Rapier.
a net. Pyro goes down 2 points. 14 is going to hit for a good amount of damage. And you stagger it, but it is still alive.
I'm just preemptively rolling.
Yeah, you go ahead and take your attack. They're done.
This one on that guy right there.
One by Pyro? Sure. 13. It is still alive. Alive. Gotta get the air quotes out for undead creatures. That's Lodge. Jez, go.
Stab the dude.
Yeah, I'll give you that. They just seem to have rags on, so I'll give you a 12. 8 is enough to drop it. And every single time, I don't remember how these guys work because I confuse it with every single fucking version. 4th edition is one way, this edition's another way. Constitution must make a con saving throw DC. Would you make 8? 13. So it drops to the ground and then slowly shambles back up to its feet.
Okay, guys.
Pyro, he's going to take a swing at the thing in front of him. Yes. As pathetic as that hit is, it's actually going to hit. Because they have, like, no AC. Does an extra 1d8 because it is undead because of Talon. And it is not able to try to pick itself up. He just runs it through, and the zombie just kind of twitches until it eventually just stops. Bloop. Good job, Pyro. Thanks. Wacky go.
Find a place for the big guy. Get the big guy.
Sorry?
I was telling Pyro to get the big guy.
I'll help you out here.
13. Oh, to the zombie. Yes.
Yep.
He drops, and he is alive again. Just gets fucking right back up. Bones, you are grappled. So you can use an action to attempt to get out of the grapple, or you can just beat the shit out of it. Then stay there.
Okay. Question: If I make an attack that makes him move, does that automatically break the grapple, or do I go with him?
You go with him.
Okay. I will then use an action to try and break the grapple. That's some kind of check of some kind, probably strength or something.
You are going to, if basically you can make an acrobatics or an athletics.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yeah, grapples.
I will do an acrobatics check then and try to jump free of the grapple and somersault away.
You managed to slip out of his hands.
Cool.
So you are in that spot, but you are no longer grappled.
Excellent. I will then. That was my action. Well, it's been a key point, and I'm going to use the whatever the monk defense thing is to dodge.
Yep. Dusty.
I want to take a look at the skeleton again. Yeah, okay.
You're pretty sure that this is what it used to be inside a humanoid creature.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. You gonna give me a firebolt through here? Bring on.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough shot. It is too tough of a shot for that to hit.
Alright.
You basically hit Jez in the back and catch him on fire. It's just his cloak, so he just kind of pats it out and is like, jeez, man.
I gotta spend time with
Jeez.
that later.
Alright. I'll just kind of move over here then.
So Goth Kid's gonna make 2 claw attacks on Bones.
For disadvantage.
Yep, 14 on the first one. Does that hit you?
Negatory.
Damn. Second one's 16.
That will just hit me.
He's gonna grapple you. He really likes you. He's just gonna hug you.
Alright, cool.
Zombie slam attack on Jez. That's a crit. For 8 damage. That's all he can do. Blage.
He can move. Whoops. He can move pretty far, right?
60 basically.
Yeah.
60 if you use 2 of his actions, essentially.
So he can move here and shoot an arrow.
Yep. Because he basically, his bonus action allows him, and one of the things he can do in his bonus action is move an extra 30 feet.
Okay. So he's gonna shoot the thing, that thing right there, because that seems to be pretty bad, man.
Sure. No. The arrow hits it like square in like the bare skin and just bounces off. It seems its skin is somewhat hardened. Jez, it's your turn.
done.
As a note, I'm pretty sure your vampire is healed up again.
I know.
Okay. Usually when that happens, you give the description of its wounds, knitting back together.
It didn't have any wounds.
Oh, I thought Bones hit it.
I haven't hit it yet.
No, Dusty hit it. That's who hit it.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I mistakenly healed it. Because I healed it and then just didn't announce it when its turn came up, and I just skipped it.
So I think I missed the zombie.
I don't know, actually.
I thought 10 hit last time.
No, an 11 hit earlier. A 10 probably does hit. I'm almost positive a 10 probably does hit, because I think they have negative fucking dex. Yeah, not a Mesoloth. Oh yeah, 10 hits. So you hit it. And 5 plus 6. Nope. He is dead forever, kind
Thank
of.
God.
Yeah.
Did forever until someone re-puts magic into it.
Yeah.
Pyro comes around. I was like, "No, Bones, I'll help you."
Here's our DPS.
Thanks, Pyro. Crit fail. Crit fail.
Oh, could
Yeah.
you fail?
She'll die.
Yeah. Well, it's Wacky's turn. I play Pyro so well. It's like he never even left.
Yeah, right?
I should just sign in with a dummy account and just take a screenshot of like
Fish
Pyro
mockery.
and just have it there, pretend he's here.
Actually, that'll
Well,
probably be...
I'm guessing on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Oh,
Surprisingly, vampires are quite charismatic.
yeah, bonus action, Bardic Inspiration for Bones.
Okie dokie. Speaking of Bones.
I might need that, because I'm going to try to once again squiggle out of his grap.
Oh, I know.
Grasp.
That's why I gave
Grap.
His grap.
Sorry, the S didn't come out of my mouth for some reason. His grap. My bad.
His grap.
Yeah, I may not need it.
Yep, you're fine.
Yay, squiggle out of this thing there. Okay, cool. I will... Fine, I'll just chill.
As soon as I give people inspiration, we always start rolling well.
Well, maybe I'll need it
Dusty.
later. Yeah. Is that like the luck die, or how does that work? Let me look that.
What?
Here.
Dusty,
Top
firebolt.
2.
Dusty, finally causing some damage. You singe it, but that singeing
Add to
That
roll.
singeing just seems to disappear and like heal over. I can actually get rid of you, zombos. What's he gonna do? He smells the stench of the Raven Queen on Pyro here, so he's gonna attack Pyro twice. That's a miss, and that's a grapple. 21 versus AC. Pyro is now grappled. He's made a new friend. Unfortunately, he's not getting the grapple on his first one, so he can fucking bite on the second one. But, god damn it, Lodge's turn. What am I looking for?
He's gonna friggin' do that. You dick.
It's hit.
God, his damage is really fucking high.
Welcome to Rogues.
That's rogues.
Yep.
You gonna roll sneak attack? There you go.
So you fire an arrow into it, pierce it thusly, but the arrow does not seem to do a whole heck of a lot to it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Jazz,
Well-
it's your turn.
I'll shed my sword and shield. Take out my longbow. Try to take him out. Take his feet out from underneath him. So normal.
Hey.
Hey. So you try to hobble him, but he is okay. He leans into Pyro for support. What's the D8 for?
So it was a crit. I can only roll
Oh.
1d8 with that macro.
Okay. So 6, 8, 16. Oh, actually, does the trip attack damage all roll into the original attack?
Yeah, it's all the same attack.
12. Yeah, so 12, 20 damage. You land what seems to be a kill shot, and he just kind of shrugs it off. Like your arrow is not all that effective.
I'm a vampire hunter.
Pyro is get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off. He makes an athletics
Stab it
check.
thusly,
Where's his
and him
skills?
brightly.
In a way, it'd almost be better for him to just smack him really hard.
Yeah, it would be.
Probably. What do you want him? Do you want him to attack? Or you want him to struggle
What
free?
Pyro
Fuck
do?
no, stab him.
Would Pyro just break out though?
I don't know. I don't know what Pyro would
He
actually
could
do
go
in this
either way.
situation.
Pyro probably stab.
I mean, he'd probably do what we're telling him to do,
Yeah.
which I say stab.
Okay, you guys have him stab.
It's might if
Maybe
you
he'll crit.
Crit.
Normal damage.
Critical.
Actually, would he have disadvantage on this being grappled? No, he
No,
wouldn't.
you're-
No, I'm
can.
thinking
I think
of
your speed is lowered.
yeah. Your speed's
No.
at 0. He hits.
Good time for smite.
Yeah, he'll burn one. Smites 2 plus a third plus a fourth because I didn't roll the other one.
The talon damage.
Yeah.
Big damage.
So 24 damage. Big vampire-y damage. Okay, vampire. Not impressed with that. Not impressed with that at all. Didn't like
Oh.
that. Wacky go.
Excuse me. Okay.
Bye, kitty.
Nice 4.
Nope. That takes us to Bones.
Alright. I'm gonna bonk him.
15 is just barely a hit.
Cool.
Your
Alright, I'm gonna
bonk,
spend
yeah, your
I'll
bonk
use
doesn't
Usher.
seem very effective though.
well, whatever. I'm gonna flurry on him. So, first hit, 20.
That is a very ineffective hit.
I'm gonna try to trip him. Dex saving throw,
Trip
12 DC.
No problem for a super dexterous vampire.
Alright. I'm gonna do it again. Another 20. And do it again.
Yeah, there's really no point to this unless I like crit fail. You're not going to trip him.
It's a 5% chance. It could happen.
So half of that. 3 and 4. 8 and yeah. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah. So
Go protect Dusty.
Dusty.
I'll save you, Dusty.
I'm just gonna keep.
Plinking at him.
Can't really poison spray him or something.
I mean, maybe you could. You
Fucking-
don't. You haven't tried.
Well, then I'd poison everybody else in the area.
Your fire does seem far more effective than everybody's weapons. I mean, except for Pyro's weapon.
Convenient.
So he does not seem to stitch himself back together from his wounds this time. The radiant stuff seems to have made a difference.
Dead? Nah.
Oh, don't worry, he gets his turn now. It's kind of dumb that you do not get advantage on a thing you are grappling.
Always kind of felt that way. You could just house rule it if you want.
Nah, it's
But wouldn't
fine.
that mean that the other thing also gets advantage on you too, since you're both technically are grappled together?
Well, no, but like if you're grappled, like you're being held. But
Right.
I guess it's because grapple is such a catch-all for it's like if the thing is like got you by the ankle, you're technically grappled because you can't move, but you still
Yeah.
have like full use of all your limbs and everything. So I
The
guess it
difference
makes
is
sense.
when a monster can restrain you.
Yeah, that's why restrained exists. Well, the bad news is he missed with his claw, but the good news is he did hit with his bite. So.
How much was it?
So 6 piercing damage plus.
Or are you going to try to
Yeah, I was gonna.
bardic hit down?
I'll give you that for the original bite, but the necrotic damage is not gonna. You're not gonna be able to reduce
No,
that.
no.
No, I
Hit
mean,
you, bardic
Oh, that?
the attack roll.
It was a 25, 24,
Yeah,
or
I'm not-
25.
yeah, never mind.
A 25 would be impossible for you right now.
So 10 necrotic damage, and Pyro's maximum hit is reduced. I can't get to Pyro. Good thing I have his fucking character sheet. His temp HP is going to be at minus 36 because now his max HP is only 26, and he is going to go down to 24. No, he's going to go more than that. Fuck, what did it... Now you guys maybe forget what the bite was. The bite was 6. The 6 is going to be reduced to 3, so he's down to 21. 21 health with a 26 max. He is still grappled. And the vampire heals. 10 points. Good old vampires. Lawaj, go.
I did.
Oh. 15 is just barely a hit for half of 20 damage. Nice.
There goes all his healing at least.
Jez, go.
Yeah.
I will do the same thing without the sneak attack damage.
Do you need to stand on my fucking desk and annoy me, Cat?
Jesus.
So, is that all? That it? Are you spending things to
That's-
do things?
That's it.
Okay.
Them
5
things to
5
do.
damage.
I've got to ration out those points.
Pyro says, I don't think I should listen to you guys anymore and want to not be grappled by this thing
Fair
because
enough.
I've now lost a third of my permanent HP. So he's going to try to get the fuck out of here. He's going to make an athletics. Where the fuck is athletics?
The first one.
$20
No.
if he fails it.
He's free. And that's his thing. And yeah, he's just gonna stand there. Can't move. Can't do anything else. Wacky go.
Try it again.
Ew.
You hit him for 6 damage. He's like, ow, that
I'm
hurt.
just gonna
I
chill here,
I
whatever.
don't appreciate that. I wonder what you taste like. Bones go.
Alrighty. I'm gonna bonk him.
That's a hit for 3.
I'm gonna punch him.
That's a hit for 2.
I'm gonna go back to protecting Dusty.
That is a protect for 0. Dusty.
Protect the guy who has no risk of being attacked.
Hey, there's a reason for it. I like old people. We're friends.
Yes.
Dusty. I was gonna say swing and a miss, but it's more of a fire and a miss.
This is gonna hurt.
Dusty's just trying to like light the room up so you guys can see better by shooting firebolts everywhere. It's a good strategy. I like it. Seeing is half the battle. So this time, he turns towards the thing that stabbed him in the side for a 23 versus AC.
Mm-hmm.
You are grappled. Now he's gonna attempt to bite you for 18 versus AC.
Yep.
That's when you should use your thingy.
Can I do it on myself? Hang on.
Cutting words?
Well, I mean, I can't. It's gonna be impossible anyway.
Oh.
I was under the impression I couldn't use it on myself. Either way, it doesn't matter right now because I wouldn't be able to do anything.
6 piercing, 8 necrotic, and your max HP is reduced by 8. And he heals 8. It's like, delicious. I'm so glad you all came over and woke me up for this delicious snack. I greatly appreciate it. Loage, go. Do any of you have tickets to the My Chemical Romance show? 14 is a miss.
But
Sticks into his leg, but doesn't seem to do anything. Jez's turn.
Yep, it is. Nope, that's the wrong button. This button.
Pyro will actually, hope if he hits, will do some half-decent damage.
God damn it.
There's like a pile of arrows behind him. Swings with Talon. That looks like it'll probably hit. Oh yeah. Nine damage. 9 completely unblocked damage, though. Vampire's looking pretty rough, though. Like, he's not looking good. Wacky, you are grappled by Mr. Hot Topic.
Yes, I am. What is it, acrobatics or athletics?
Either or. Yep. You slip out. You are now...
That's gonna be it.
Okie dokie. Bones.
Alrighty. Roll. Smack him.
Nope.
I'm gonna roll my die on that one, I think.
There you go.
D6, right? Or
Yep.
D8? D6?
D6.
D6.
Yep. That's a hit.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hit for 5.
And I'm gonna smack him.
Someone actually used it.
That is a hit. He's reeling. You got him on the ropes. Oh, but you let him
know
go.
No, I should probably declare it if I'm gonna do it in the future. Never mind.
Dusty.
Please.
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 Fine. Oh yeah.
Dusty incinerates the poor vampire man, and he is
He's
now dead. Whoosh. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Eat all of the dick.
You did it. You beat the vampire man. Oops. You guys get 333.33333333 experience.
Beating, of course.
Seems good.
330. God. That's so inconvenient.
Seriously, 333. That's what we get.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Okay, my
Vampire spawn are
Oops.
fairly...
98.
I divided, not added.
Interesting little mount, but sure.
Can you give us 2 extra XP?
Maybe if you kill something that's really weak. Like
I'll go punch the skeleton.
Well, skeletons don't seem to be alive. It's like you just
Really
like punch them. Yeah, but
You gotta go kill
it's
a
not walking around or anything.
All right, fine.
You gotta go
Actually, I
find.
think the lowest is like 10.
I got 2 XP for closing the
Do I
sarcophagi.
see a bug on the ground?
Bugs
No.
are 0.
Seems to be
Just
fairly bug free.
Walk up and punch Pyro like, dude, I need the XP, bro.
He's like, no, I have like no health left.
All right, fine.
It's like from now on, I'm letting
Anything
you
is-
guys get grappled, and I'll like hit it while it's distracted by you guys.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna take a peek in the this one down here.
Oh, they're all kind of open.
Oh, fine. I'll just
They-
look into it then.
Seems to just be a dusty old sarcophagus. Kind of got like
Yeah,
a
you mean
rotten,
teddy
gross
bears?
smell. It's whatever seemed to be in that like the bottom and top sarcophagi seems to have rotten away a long time ago.
All right. What about the vampire one that Jez is looking at?
Did Jez roll anything?
I didn't roll anything
no.
because you didn't have to roll anything.
if you're looking in the thing, give me a roll for something.
I guess perception, because I'm so good at it.
Yeah.
Man, these checks.
You find, just kind of sitting like right out in the open, you see like a small jeweled necklace. It's got like a little skull, and it's got like a little teardrop, like bloody teardrop coming from the skull. You figure it might fetch you like 50 gold.
My Chemical Romance necklace.
You find some kind of like goth fucking necklace. Maybe he was going to give it to his fam.
Tomb, or is that metagamey?
Yeah, it's metagamey.
Alright.
That's you saying that you don't trust that Jez searched it well
Jazz
enough.
actually found something. Fair enough. That is fair.
I just never know the difference between should I roll investigation or...
I don't like the fact that they added investigation because it's so overlapped with perception. Because it used to be perception for like everything, and now they're like, no, some of it's now investigation. Like investigation
is like a crime, like a detective thing, like piecing together crime scenes kind of stuff.
It's something that's very intelligence focused, like yeah, trying to sort out clues to like a puzzle or something like that. I use for investigation, or if you guys were like looking at a map and you're trying to like figure out like, oh, where are we on this weird dungeon map or something like that. Like something like that would be investigation.
But if you're just looking to notice something, it really should just be perception.
Yeah, that's one of the things with 5e. I found a bit annoying that they added. Kind of cumbersome for no reason. Okay.
I suppose worst case you could have them do either.
So
That seems silly.
What do?
Well, that was a fun little jaunt with the undead.
Pyro's just kind of sulking in like the corner because he lost like most of his health.
Like pat him on the shoulder, like you did good, bud. You did good.
He's like, I'm never listening to you people again.
They'll have more than I do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
I'm gonna heal myself, but... Oh, that's good.
Dang.
Want a short rest here, or no?
So, I mean, if we're short resting, I'll just roll hit dice.
That's why I was asking
don't
before
think
you
we
started
need-
casting spells.
I mean, if you guys want a short rest, I don't care. I
It's not going to
obviously
heal
don't need to.
some people too much.
Yeah.
Alright, we can keep going then, that's fine. Coming?
Go wait for the other people to go in front of me. All things
Good
considered
idea.
right now.
Why am I leading the way? Guys had played
you have the light.
first.
Yeah, you wanted the light, you get to
There's
lead the
no way to
way.
plate mail.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And you also ask
Oh,
for light.
damn it.
Yeah,
Did ask for the light.
the person who asks for light leads the way.
Just bringing walls
Alright, up or right? Up or right?
up.
I think right, honestly. If we
Right's
if we have to go
stairs.
find the big guy, I don't think he'll be on this level, you know?
Maybe right. Don't you
Well,
want
this
to
looks
peek
like
in
it
here?
ends anyways.
Well, this could be something though.
Just a little nothing room.
Oh,
Alright.
God.
Give it a look-see. We'll look around the... First I'm going to just look for traps. Fun things.
Doesn't seem to be any traps that you're aware
Fucking
of.
skeletons, I swear
Alright.
to God.
Now I'm going to look at this thing.
It looks like
The
a
hell
big
is that?
statue.
Hey, that looks familiar. Did we see that one before, or is that just because you
No.
reused the same thing?
I reuse assets all the time.
Okay, that's fine.
That's why
Anything...
There's
around
also
it?
assets
Behind it?
are starting to disappear from Roll20. Like some of the stuff I was looking for when I was making some of this, I was like, huh, some of the stuff that I was gonna use just doesn't exist anymore.
So,
It's kind of annoying.
do I
Probably gonna start
recognize
having to pay
who
for
the
it in a bit.
statue is of?
So you guys look at it, and it appears to be just sort of this nondescript humanoid statue of some kind of warrior. It looks like, and he's got like kind of a shitty shield that's all like stone, and it's like all part of the statue. And it looks like he's holding. It looks like he would be holding a sword aloft, but the sword is missing.
Cool. Glad
Yeah,
I could help.
You don't think it's of any historical significance. It looks like it's just... It's not specific... It doesn't seem to specifically be a statue of somebody. Unless it's a statue of... the exiled Netherese. Algadrazan. I need
So
to
there was
start ma-
nothing. There's nothing behind him or anything useful.
Not that you seem to really notice.
All right. Well, then
Looks
I'll
like
just-
his hand just seems to be kind of outstretched, like he should be holding a sword, like ready to fight, but the sword is missing, and it also doesn't seem to be, like it doesn't look like it broke off. There's just like nothing there. His hand's just kind of
Someone have a
open.
long sword I could borrow.
short sword.
Pyro probably has one that he's not using anymore.
I don't suppose these skeletons have long swords on them, do they?
Yeah, they just look like skeletons. Just skeletons slumped against the wall.
I don't think anyone here but Pyro would have one.
Yeah, Pyro's got Pyro hands you like an old sword. Probably his old long sword from before he found any of his magical shit, like his giant axe that he's never used.
In this guy's hand, knowing full well it probably activates all these skeletons.
Yep. So you place the sword in the statue's hand, and nothing happens.
Must be a specific sword.
Yeah. I'll take the sword back and give it to Pyro.
All right.
Knowing Pyro, he would go over and put his fancy sword in the hand.
Oh god.
And also nothing happens.
So keep our
And
eyes
he's like, whew!
for
I would have been mad if it took my
possible
sword.
stone swords. All right. Well,
Back here.
let the armored guy goes first.
No, the guy with the light goes first.
Yeah, exactly. Jez has light
Yeah.
too.
I'm not really that
And
armored.
Jez is not armored either.
I'm in the same armor that your bard friend is.
All right. I'll kind of like nudge Pyro, be like, "Go on, bud. You got this."
He's
going
like,
on."
no, you got more health than I do. You go.
I'll be right behind you. It's okay.
He stands there stalwart, an unmovable stone mountain.
I'm going to
An immovable
inspect
rod.
the
Make me
squares
use
in
open
front
hand
of
on you,
me
boy.
Don't make me use divine
for
smite on
any
you.
Traps.
Ooh.
Nope, no traps. We're good.
Yeah, seems fine.
Well,
Are you sure?
all right. I'm gonna give a listen up this hallway. Sort of focus on it. Anything?
Nope. Seems quiet as a tomb.
All right.
As
Tomb.
a tomb.
I
Around
feel
this
like
corner.
both ways go to the same direction.
I do too, but I guess you never know.
Oh, looks like we're going up.
You don't have
Damn
to.
it.
I just.
You're forgetting
Alright.
Wash.
May as well.
See some shite.
You should link those two people together so he only has to move one.
Is there any way to link
No,
them?
the problem with that is like once you start trying to move one or the other, then it starts like fucking up the bounding box and it becomes a mess. Like when I tried to do that for you guys, when we did that the Neverwinter Bigfoot like battle war thing, when I linked all your characters together and then like you guys were like dragging them around and they were just distorting and warping all over the place and
Yeah, but it's different when one person moves both than we're all trying to move our own.
yeah, but like as soon as a fight breaks out, he's gonna move them separately. I mean, he can just leave Lawage like behind, and I will move Lawage back up. Like if you guys start a fight, I won't be like, no, you didn't move Lawage. He's
Can't you-
fucking
can't
like
you
50
select
feet back
both?
there.
By just highlighting both data.
I mean, I can highlight both and drag both at the same time, but then I have to highlight every single
Yeah.
time. And if I let go or click something else at any point,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just
Then-
leave Lawage behind. You just say he's
Yeah.
with you. You don't specifically need to keep track of exactly where his token is. Theater of the
Looks
mind,
like-
Jez. Theater of the
I'll just
mind.
kind of like look back at Pyro and be like, "Can't you like sense undead or some shit?"
Pyro's like,
Not through walls.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You are an
That's-
awesome paladin.
That sounds like
how-
every paladin.
That's how he would answer that.
Probably true.
Every paladin we play with.
Well, I'll give a listen, see if I hear anything. No, I don't hear shit. So
What's going on down here?
it's like I feel like you should like be able to detect the presence of things that are maybe evil somehow.
Yeah, he's got divine sense, but if it's not going to go through like a stone sarcophagi.
Nothing.
I'm gonna detect the presence of a magical, not magical, but secret passage here. Eventually, I'll roll good.
So you do not seem to
Roll
find
wells.
a secret passage there. What you do
No,
find
good.
is you guys are in another sort of dead end area with a bunch of stone, like fancy carved stone sarcophagi, much like the ones you saw in Vampire Land down to the southeast or southwest. There's also one that seems off by itself that's kind of been given its own space, and it looks like there's a ton of like rubble and rocks and that piled on top of it. They don't seem to be like, you look up at the roof and there's not a cave in or anything. It seems like somebody specifically has just piled hundreds of pounds of just rocks on top of this sarcophagi.
I listen.
That
Uh,
means
put
we
my
should
ear
leave
to
it
it.
alone.
I want to hear if I want to see if I hear anything in it.
Well, did you leave it alone?
Listen for it.
It sounds like stone.
Well, nothing's getting out with a fuck ton of rocks on top of it.
Do we want in it?
Unless that's
Looks really
where the
important.
sword is.
It's really important.
Do you mean like the stone?
Yeah.
You mean the sword or the stone?
Sword in the stone. No, I'm just kidding.
In the stone sarcophagus.
Buried in there with something. Guys, where's your sense of adventure? Come on, Pyro. Open this thing.
I have 21 health.
You stay back. Just viciously mock things. Pyro's like,
I'll do
I have
Py-
a-
Pyro ain't no fool. He's not gonna. He doesn't want to mess with the casket that's had rubble deliberately piled on top of it to seal it.
How heavy is each rock?
It's fairly heavy, probably.
Like
I
30
guess to be
pounds?
fair, we should
Yeah.
check these other sarcophagus first, just to make sure, like, if something is gonna pop out of that one, let's not fight everything all at once. Get me? You feel me?
Well, clearing it out's gonna take a while, anyways. Not
Just saying,
me.
if we do that, and then all these guys pop up too,
Yeah,
one
but
less
I
thing we have to
mean,
fight.
I could clear it out, and then you guys, while that happens, you can inspect everything.
Go start. I'm gonna kind of tiptoe over here stealthily. This here coffin.
I'm having issues
This
again.
stealth roll of this.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the coffin and be like,
Looks like a stone sarcophagi.
what could be in this coffin?
Meanwhile, I'll cast Unseen Servant. Holy shit, that's big.
Whoa, that is big.
Yeah, your unseen servant. I think he's got what, 20. He can carry something that's 20 pounds, if I remember correctly from one of the
Probably
Acquisitions
says.
Incorporated ones where they used it.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to clear all of it. You think he might be able to get maybe half of it, but
I can help.
more than half the stones are going to be too big for him.
I'll tell him to clear the small stones, and I'll clear the big stones.
Okay, so you guys start clearing rocks. What's everybody else doing?
I don't know.
Alright,
I'm just
Py-
looking.
Pyro's like taking cover behind Dusty.
As always.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna like, if I'm gonna trigger something, I'm just gonna do it. So I don't want that thing to be unlocked before like done. So I'm gonna do a perception on this wall here.
He's trying to stealthily hide behind Dusty, and it didn't work.
With that.
Jingle,
Dusty
jingle,
walks
jingle,
away.
jingle, jingle, jingle. So
I'm
what
gonna
do you,
give that wall a hard look just to make sure. I want to see if there's any secret passages or anything.
on that wall, there does not seem to be. Seems to be.
You walk in and see bones
Seems
staring at a wall.
seems like a standard wall brand wall.
Wall brand wall.
Yep.
New wall brand wall.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start walking back then, I guess, and. I like a spell to like heal things, or we need that glue. That's what we need. We could glue these things shut with the glue.
Clue the
Like,
sarcophagus
you're
shut.
not getting out of here, buddy.
So you guys gonna wait around for Jez to clear the rocks? I'm guessing.
No, I'll start helping him.
Okay, so 10, 15 minutes later, there's now a big pile of rubble right here.
I'm gonna ready a dagger at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready a little firebolt there action.
I guess I'll ready some punchies if anything crawls out. But I can't do that because I'm going to be helping out. So never mind.
Someone needs to ready to be able to push this off with me.
I'm going to do that with you. You and me. Gonna shove it.
Okay.
I'll take
Two-
the lower section.
Two of you guys gonna shove that thing open? Okay,
Shove it open.
give me strength checks.
3, ready? Ah, you went too soon. See,
I
you
did.
went too soon.
So, you guys have enough so you guys push
ready.
the stone lid off and it just comes crashing to the ground with a loud thunk that just kind of
And
echoes
also
through.
it will help.
Yeah, it kind of helps a little too. Inside, you see sort of a beautiful black cloak, like this silken black cloak, and sort of in the middle of it seems to be like this long kind of pile of just dust. It's kind of like a fine powder. And that is all that seems to be in here.
So
I feel like you should get away from that.
this is my role for my unseen servant. Is still better than Bones with a strength of 2.
Nice. So, we've already established the lid's off anyways.
And
Alright.
I was
I'll be
looking
like,
up
yo,
these
Dusty,
lids
come
for-
identify this thing.
We just
Yeah, but-
got the pearl. You want to use it on this?
No, just give it a
Doesn't get
look and
used
see if
up.
You want
it's
to use it on
magical.
this
You don't-
blanket?
It doesn't
You
get
don't
used
use
up.
it up.
You don't use it?
No,
You just need it.
you just need
So-
to have
It's
it.
like the focus.
Like my diamond, I wanted it the first time I needed to cast my
Oh.
category.
It's basically just to put a time gate on that thing, so you don't have it like right from the get go.
Yeah, it's just a focus.
You can just ritual this thing right now for 10
Yeah, I
minutes.
can ritual cast it.
Wait.
Sure.
We'll stand guard.
So I roll some dice while he stands around ritualing. So you cast Identify on, what are you casting it on? The cloak or the dust?
The dust is magic. The cloak is normal.
I used to have one of
I
those.
imagine the cloak.
Bro, I'm just going under the assumption that the dust is bad,
Probably just the remains of what wore the cloak.
so I would go with the cloak.
The cloak does not seem to be magical in any way.
Perfect. Close it up. We're done.
I will.
So is it just your standard cloak brand cloak?
I don't know.
From the people who brought
It's kind of like got dust like all inside it, so it's kind of hard to tell. You have to like pull it out to take a look at it, like a good look at it.
Oh, we have to pull it out. We
Not-
can't just cast Identify on
Not that desperate for
No,
it.
Dusty kind of got like stuck like his head right in there and identified it from like a bit of it that's sticking out, but
What if?
it. So he doesn't know anything about it?
it doesn't seem to be magical.
He said it's not magical.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, fair enough.
What if there's a secret entrance inside there, and we gotta get the cloak was hiding it?
So-
What would I have to do to like carefully sort of remove the cloak without dust, like scattering the dust everywhere? Like a
Sleight of
matter.
hand.
That
Why don't
won't
we
matter
let
because
the rogue
I
do
was
that?
already picking it up.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the rogue would tell you to go
Never
fuck
mind.
yourself.
Okay then.
Yeah, I'm
Jez
picking
already
up
picked
the
it up.
cloak.
So Jez, as you pick the cloak up, it just kind of crumbles to dust in your hands, and the cloak just.
Fake cloak.
Yeah, it looks like it was a very immaculate, very high quality silken black cloak that just did not survive the test of time. It was just kind of barely held together, and as soon as you disturbed it, it just crumbled away.
Alright, well, I want to carefully peer around in the rest of the sarcophagus and make sure there's nothing else in there. Other than dust, obviously.
So are you looking, or are you like, because right now all you see is the dust. You'd have to like move the dust around to
I'll use
actually.
my weapon. I'll use my staff and just gently sort of gently peer through the dust.
Well,
Just hold the dagger ready.
you kind of draw a few thin lines through the dust. That doesn't seem to do a whole lot.
Also, while we're not
What?
doing anything, I'm gonna tell my unseen servant to mend my burnt cloak.
I only have
Oh,
your
the one
unseen
you're
servant
wearing?
Look at dust.
Yeah. The unseen servant can look at the dust all it wants.
Yeah,
Gonna,
tell it
like,
to sift through the dirt.
Push it away. Yeah, push it away.
Yeah, just clear it out. Move it to
Fine,
one
I'll
side.
tell my unseen servant to get in there and pretend it's a chinchilla.
So I just start
Okay.
sweeping it all out.
Yeah,
Okay,
Move it to
so
one side of the sarcophagus. Really.
making a big ass dust cloud.
yeah, so it does start to make a big ass dust cloud as it kind of aerosolizes in the air. So now there's like just this big poofy cloud
Dead-
as it starts to
Dead
drift
people
closer
smoke.
and closer
Don't
to
breathe
you.
that.
Yeah, I feel like we
Hey,
should.
did you say drift closer to us?
Yep.
I'm gonna back up and not get in the dust.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I want to start like fanning it away with my robe, just like the other
Oh, do you have
direction.
gust of wind by any chance?
Uh,
From this
I'm
way.
not
Pyro
prepared.
starts moving back down the stairs.
I definitely don't have it prepared.
Well,
Jesus.
after a few minutes, there's now. Let me get a thing out. There's now everything
I can
from
make a puff
sort of
wind.
here to kind of jazz, and like everything in here is covered in a thin, fine layer of dust.
Is my
It
unseen
already
servant
kind of
in yet?
was, but now there's like new dust on top of the old dust.
Dead body dust.
And
Alright, well.
underneath the dust doesn't seem to be anything. All that your unseen servant
mean-
sees.
My unseen servant probably can be seen now.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good
There's
point.
just this shape.
It's like this dusty blob, or like what the...
Dusty
Aw.
fires a firebolt at it, thinking it's some kind of creature that came out of the.
Can someone like go punch the bottom of it? Maybe it's like a hidden entrance that needs to be broken.
Sure. I'll
Where are those
try it.
10-foot poles we need
Go
them?
hold
I'll
your
step on
hold
the
your
dust.
breath.
Anything happen?
What are you doing?
Walking
Hold
on
your-
the dust right now.
Hold your breath, you
Holding my
dummy.
breath. Holding my breath.
Sure.
I mean, Jess seems to be fine.
Jez got out of the dust cloud too. He's just on a different part
Oh,
of
okay.
Is it still a cloud, or is it all settled now?
it. There's still some of it probably in the air, but I mean most of it is kind of settled. It's very, very fine powder. It's not so much like sand. It's like baking sugar type stuff. Like
Talcum powder kind of thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone needs a vacuum.
Alright, well, first let's look at the coffin here. Sure, there's really nothing in the bottom of it.
Okay, give me a Constitution check for holding your breath while you're kind of like looking around and searching it up.
Sure. I'm good at those,
Okay.
kind of.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna try to thump bottom of the casket. Thunk.
Well, seems pretty solid. Seems solid and made of stone.
Alright, I'll back up out of the dust cloud. Be like, there wasn't anything there.
Why does this feel like a massive waste of time?
Because it probably was. But at least
There's
we
so
had
much
fun
more
doing
crypt
it.
to explore, guys.
At the bottom
least
of
we had
the
fun doing
casket,
it.
you find a red herring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Totally. Alright, well, let's go down south, I guess.
Let's-
Dusty remembers like now. It's like, oh yeah, vampire dust. It's worth a lot of money to some people. Shit. Oh well.
Well, isn't that too
Gather it
bad?
up, asshole!
Oh, it's way too hard to gather that shit up now.
Yeah.
Aw, man.
You're way past the gathering up point.
What a waste of
Till my
time.
thing
Wah.
gathered up.
It almost
That
seems
what
like
it
there
really
was some
was,
kind
vampire
of
dust?
like really powerful vampire in there, and after a very long time of being trapped in there and not able to feed, he just turned to dust.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh,
It
it's
se-
terrible.
seems like
Vampires die.
seems like a pretty efficient way of getting rid of a vampire to me.
See, I was going to pick
Oh,
up
look,
the cloak
things.
with the dust in it, but
Well,
the
you're
cloak
definitely
just
playing the long
disappeared.
game with that, but it works. Alright, we're gonna get a little look-see in this here room.
It's cool.
Listen and see what the hell is going on in here.
So
This
you
one.
enter a large chamber with a sort of just big pool of water. The water seems still and dark and stagnant. Doesn't seem to really be moving around at all. It's just there. And
That's not good.
you also
What do you
see
look-
you also see more statues. You see a similar statue to the one, I'll say it's this one. looks exactly like the statue you found over in that other alcove, except this one is holding a sword.
Take a sword.
And these guys look different down here?
Yeah, these ones look. This one looks more like a wizard, and he basically looks like he was holding something. I'll say you guys are kind of clever enough to figure out that you think he's maybe holding a wand or a staff or something like that.
Wizard item, yeah.
But
makes sense.
his hand is just open, and
Okay.
whatever the item was is not there.
This guy here?
This one up here,
It's a thief.
this one seems to be kind of hunkering down a bit. He seems like more of a it's more of a stout-shaped character. You think maybe it was a dwarf, but the features were just not carved very well. It's not detailed. It's more just the shape. And he looks like he's kind of hunkering down, and his arm is up, like he would be hiding behind a shield, but there does not seem to be a shield there.
All right. I think we got our answers. Need a staff and a shield.
But
What answers? I have more
looking
questions.
at the statue with the sword appears to be an actual sword. Like, it's not a stone statue sword. It seems to be like a real sword.
All right. First, just a quick look at the floor. Make sure well, never mind. There's no traps that I can see.
Nope.
Gonna
This is the
walk on
statue
over
with the sword.
Yep. And on closer inspection, the sword appears it looks like a real sword, and like it was some kind of fancy sword, but like when you really get a good look at it, it looks like the stone of the hand of the statue's hand has become one with like the hilt of the sword. Like it's all just kind of melded into the same thing.
So we'd have to break it off and
Wow, you think separating sword from stone would basically be impossible at this point. Like they have basically become the same thing. Like the handle of the sword and the hand have basically melded together.
Well, that means it's useless for putting into the hand of the other guy.
Yeah, that's my problem. All
Look
right.
at the water.
The water is dark and unmoving. You do not see more. Actually, you don't even see down it. Like it's just this black, just sheen.
I'm gonna provide light to people that can't see.
So, just your presence in the room is probably enough to just kind of give it the very faintest bit of movement, and it kind of like you can tell it's water, like just this dark, murky, stagnant water.
Yeah.
But you can't see in it, and you don't know how deep it is. You don't know what lurks below it.
Well, there's a path this way. Do you guys want to come around here? See what's up this way?
I can see to the end of the room. It leads to a wall.
That ends, huh?
You
I
try to
think I
drop
could skip a
something
rock
in,
the
and, like,
entire way across.
Pyros can come around and look at stuff.
cast light on something and drop it in, see if it.
It'd
Well-
probably disappear after halfway through.
So Pyro asks what all these words on the wall say.
Where?
Look at the
He
words
points
on
to
the wall.
all the like really specific, like scrawled words in the wall. Like there's like
Oh
carved
yeah,
words.
those words. I saw those words. I
They
just
don't.
didn't
They don't
pay
seem to be in a language that he can read, so he doesn't know what they say.
Well,
Can
let's
I
see
tell
here.
what language they are?
Give me a
I bet it's nothing roll.
give me a history check. Yeah, that looks that looks Netherese, all right.
Can I read that?
No.
can't.
It's not in the book.
You're
I
not in the
have-
book.
I have a habit of picking languages that you guys run into that are not in the book.
Yeah,
Spoilers, you pick Netherese every time.
this is the.
Netherese have
Same
had
language.
minor roles. There's only so many
Same language
ancient
that,
races that I can choose from.
I mean, if you want to rest for a bit, I could read it. eventually.
Sure. This is the same language that we found whenever Wacky found her little time turner thing. Well, we don't know that, but for her necklace.
No,
No.
it wasn't the same.
Okay. Then I don't know.
But Dusty, Dusty being the scholarly wizard that he is, might if you give me a history check, you might be able to kind of parse some of it.
Yeah.
Well, you make out the word Algadrazan. So you're like, hey, that's the name of the guy that we're supposed to find.
No.
Convenient.
And I'm gonna roll for this. You make out the words find, path, and
Puss.
guardians. And that's it.
I suspect we need to restore things.
What if the things are in the water?
Oh god.
I imagine the path is in the water.
Like I said, if you give me like 30 minutes, I can read it.
30 minutes
30
to
minutes.
what? Read the wall?
Do a short rest so I can get my spell slot back.
Oh.
Take a short rest here. Sure. Do that?
You could try.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
What spell are you restoring?
Probably going to cast Comprehend Language, I imagine. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have 2 spells, and I only have 1 spell slot, and I use that to chinchilla that dust everywhere.
Haha. Whoops.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
What hell?
That was totes worth it, though.
Sure, why not? Let's try to short rest.
I have that as a first level. Can I ritual cast that?
It.
Let me see.
I don't
Yes, it is a
think.
ritual.
I don't.
Yes, it is a ritual.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Cast that shit.
Are you guys gonna do that instead of short resting?
Instead of short resting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only 10 minutes? That's better.
10
Okay.
minutes is better than
So Dusty ritual casts comprehend languages. I don't know what
You gotta
he's
touch it.
what silly name he's given that one, but
reach it. Reading glasses.
Like,
probably.
what does that say? I can't read that.
Yeah.
Let me get my glasses.
Just like it's just 3 more
Does-
pairs of glasses.
Does this one come with toast? Or is this...
I just picture old man trying to like pick out stuff from a menu.
Remember, this is the spell that it'll take you. I want to say.
Oh, isn't it like 1 minute to cast it, and then it's like 11 minutes to like ritual cast it or something like that?
It's 10 minutes
No, but I mean
but-
like it was one of those ones
to
where.
read 1 page of text. It takes a minute.
Okay, so Dusty
Then you gotta touch
Dusty casts it, finds out that it says the path to Algadrazan. I didn't actually write a thing down for this because I didn't actually expect you guys to know what it said. The path to Algadrazan is opened by way of his 3 guardians.
Okay, well, yep.
it. I feel like that's not actually that helpful.
No, but at least now we know it's not some trickery. Well, maybe.
Yeah. This dude has the sword.
Yep.
We're looking for a
Right.
staff and a shield, then.
Yeah.
Gotta be one of the coffins.
Or perhaps
Well,
be in the
some-
is there
water.
anything up here?
I will also give you the
There's a
hint.
wall.
I'll also give you the hint that, for the sake of moving things along, that you guys also went through a secret door to even get into this, like, most of the crypt. Like, the very first thing that was busted through that you found was a secret passage.
So
Right.
likely there's more secret passages.
So you think maybe, considering you've pretty much walked around everywhere else at this point.
Like at the end
Yeah.
of this hallway.
Check up there. I'll check this wall. Let you do your first.
Yeah,
Check this one over here, just in case.
yeah. You guys check in this room and don't really seem to find much. You feel like maybe they would be hidden.
There are these weird little spaces down here.
There's all kinds of weird little spaces.
There
Good
could be something
point.
in the water. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Like
I
this
agree
one
with
here.
you. I just not sure how we're gonna look around down there.
You?
But jumping in
I guess I'll.
with a light, some goggles.
Oh, look at this wall.
I feel
Or
like that
did
would
you
be
already
a
look at this
bad
wall?
idea. I looked at this one up top, but over here.
Now look at this wall.
So I don't know what Bones is looking at. I don't think Bones actually is
I
looking at
looked at
anything.
this one over here and didn't find shit though.
Oh, yeah. So Bones doesn't even really count because Bones didn't do anything. Wacky does not seem to find anything. Jez does not seem to find anything.
This is why we don't look for secret walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is why sometimes I decide to build fucking secret door palooza ones, just to see like how much like you guys miss by the time the thing is over.
I feel like we should check the sarcophagus here. I know it's got a lot of them, but look.
All right.
Oh god.
So I say start at the beginning and work our way around.
I'll check this slanted wall for a secret passage. Oh yeah, 2, 1.
Yeah. We already looked in here for secret messages.
We looked at these walls.
All right, well, whatever.
Pyro comes wandering back, he's like, guys, I think I found it, but I forgot where it was.
Let's back it up.
Okay.
Like
thanks.
I definitely found it. I forget where. It all looks. It was dark. I couldn't see.
Go back to where you found it,
He's not going to tell you
asshole.
because that's just
Right,
me
so-
giving you the answer at that point.
Yes on sarcophagi or no then?
Sweet, I got a 0.
I don't. Where are we looking right now? I don't.
You guys are all just kind of standing in a group rolling perception
I don't know where you
checks.
guys are going right
I
now.
thought we came in here to open sarcophagus.
Yeah,
not just look.
I'm asking if we should still do that.
Yeah, fucking do it.
All
Do
right,
it.
come help me open this one.
I'm fucking old
Meanwhile,
as shit. I
looking
can't
at
help.
walls.
Okay, Jesus.
Jez,
No,
you do
not
not. You
Karen,
definitely.
Let Jez do it.
So Jez, yeah, you're pretty sure that whole hallway is pretty clean.
I'm preparing a fire bolt if anything comes out of that,
Back-
and
back
by
up,
extension,
don't-
any others.
Close.
Vicious mockery.
On 3, Jez? Yes?
Open that
1, 2,
bitch
3.
up.
Ah! I wasn't ready.
Oh, there's Jez's. Yeah, you guys slide it open. Inside, you see a desiccated, rotten corpse, and it kind of opens its eyes and looks at you. Well, it doesn't seem very happy to see you,
Hey,
Yeah.
where's the secret passages?
and it just kind of like reaches for your face menacingly.
Oh, do you want me to go back to the side bones?
Sure, because it's time to roll initiative. So Dusty just fires a firebolt at the side of the casket, and it basically just bursts along the.
God damn it.
Oh, that's a 1.
You level 5 already? Fuck.
I wish we were level 5.
I think we're gonna hit
Damn
it.
it.
We do have experience coming to us, by the way, from the last episode. I checked.
Why?
We can get
You
it.
suck tennis.
Do do do
Oh,
do
that's a
do
pretty
do do.
bad roll.
Yeah, for the person it would benefit for being at the top of the turn order, he's never at the top of the turn order.
Right?
Well, he's not the type of rogue that would actually benefit from it, though. He's not an assassin rogue. He's just a thief rogue, so he doesn't get any bonus thing by going first. Oh, speaking of turn order, where's the beef?
Is-
This dude. Oh, I didn't even roll for him. Yeah. 3. He's not very fast. You disturbed him while he was sleeping. So, go Bones.
All right. Crack-a-doop.
Yep. You definitely hit him. You hit him a couple of times. And yeah. So he's lying there, like busted up and like crippled in his lying there in his casket. But he's still twitching around, and I can't do math. Pyro actually can get in there. So he's going to get in there. And
Dead sword. Beat it.
oh, you know what? I'm supposed to actually do this. Which is good, because I rolled a 3 with my die. So I should probably do this.
Alright, thanks.
Actually, he gets advantage, because the thing is laying down. But that hits anyways. 6 plus 3, 9. Does enough damage to kill it. And because of the sword's nature, the zombie is not able to attempt to come back to life.
Cool.
Why don't we just get Pyro to open these up with you guys? Or at least stand nearby.
Like,
So-
no, I don't want to do it. I don't have any help.
Have him stand nearby at least.
Jez, your turn.
Oh, good.
Oh, I shouldn't move then, sorry.
I stab it more.
Yep. You somehow missed,
Right.
though.
I forgot.
Lawage's turn.
I mean, he's gonna.
Have him ready something.
Yeah, he's gonna ready a
Shoot
There's
bangs.
nothing to hit.
shooty thingy.
A little
Dusty.
metagamey, but alright.
Yeah.
I will also ready a shooty thingy.
Wacky.
Same thing. Probably my dagger.
Suddenly, all 4 casket lids slide off, and zombies come crawling out of them. Zombies.
Here, look. We don't have to open up those ones.
Yeah, we just start cheering. Yeah, they're opening for us.
Man, they're really good
Zombie.
at their strength checks.
Oh.
Watch the butt.
Cry.
Zombie. Zombie.
Zombie.
So the dagger hits, the firebolt hits, the longbow also hits.
Okay, where are you going? Actually, let's just go turn order. So Waj would go first. He's gonna launch it there.
Yep. So
I'm gonna launch here.
Okay, I got the one on me. Who's the one closest?
so
And I gotta roll. Hang on, I gotta roll this.
no, you don't have to, because you guys shot as soon as they came out, so they weren't actually in those spots. They were basically in front of their caskets by the when you guys attacked.
Ignore that.
So yeah, you do 8 fire damage to him. Wacky does 4 dagger damage to him, and Lawage does 12 damage to the one that ended up in front of Pyro. They do not have enough to attack, so Bones, it is your turn.
Alright. Protecting
Yeah.
of Charon, I will crack-do.
It's not really protecting when you're gonna move out of the way and leave her to be attacked by it.
He makes a point.
I'm killing it. That's protecting.
Yeah. Still alive.
And I'll punch it.
14. He drops, and then shambles back to his feet.
I tried.
Oh god.
And then Bones runs away.
Should have had a cleric.
Nope, I'll stay here.
Pyro, just kind of move
My
up.
character, if it dies, I'll reroll a cleric.
Yeah. Shablams. Hits. I have that thing somewhere. There it is. Crispy 1. This guy's already damaged, though, so he drops, and Talon forces it to not come back to life. Whoop. Dead. Dead forever. Jez, go. It's nice to have a Raven Queen sword when you're fighting undead
like it.
that can regenerate.
Oh, stab the bottom one.
It'd be even nicer if he was a devotee of the Raven Queen. If he was a devotee of the Raven Queen, that thing would probably do all sorts of crazy shit.
You give us all these things that are better if we are
Yeah.
things that we.
It's how I balance the
access
game.
in this edition.
Yes, it's how I balance the game. I give you overpowered objects that you can't unlock most of the powers of.
Well, I mean, the campaign is young. Girl might convert. You never know.
So yeah, that crit failed. Mrs. Waj does a thing. Probably shoots the zombie in front of Wacky, because that's like, the easiest one to see. Yep. Roll your extra bullshit. Oh, you know what? You don't... actually, yeah, roll your extra bullshit, because it make the DC higher. And he fails, and he dies.
God.
Dusty's just like walking.
Dusty.
Into the like, yeah.
Oh, Jez is the one whose mic's going crazy.
Jez, yeah, your shit.
It's a cat.
It's not the cat.
The cat is a semi-truck driving down the road?
No, it's hitting something on my desk.
This.
Yes. Definitely a hit. Whoosh. See, now would be a good time for, like, your Scorching Rays and stuff, because you're, like, guaranteed to hit these things.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, we're gonna kill him.
So, Wacky, go. Dennis the
Hug a dagger. I'll
Zambambos.
stay out of your way, Dodo.
Nope.
Doesn't hit.
These guys are a little tougher than the book says, but still not very tough. Zombies. Use pack attack, which they don't actually have. Misses Jez. Hits
Form
Jez.
the flesh phalanx.
One of them was like a 22. Hits you for 4 bludgeoning damage. You will never escape that pain. Bones go.
Alright, up here.
This is my...
And I'm gonna-
Yes, it is.
Bonk and a miss. I'll go ahead and punch him anyways. That's probably a miss as well.
Also miss.
That sucks.
you found the bottom end of the threshold.
No. Get out of Pyro's way. That's what Pyro has.
Guys, I got this.
I'm sure you do.
I got this. It's all... Yeah. Good thing he's having, like, no AC. Oh, it's a 2 this time. 12 damage. Oh, he's not been hit at all. So he's still up. Just go.
I guess I will turn slightly and hit the top one.
Mm-hmm.
Please die. Nope.
No. Wow, you guys are all of a sudden rolling terrible. Waj
Bring
go.
up 4E, and then we start rolling terrible. This is what happens.
Where Bardic Inspiration would be good. This is where we need it.
Yeah, because every time I cast it, we start rolling well again.
Then it's early.
That's a hit. Easy hit.
I need to play as a fucking rogue because I've been nailing it.
Why
playing
don't you just
Logic's
take
character.
over
Yeah.
Lodge's character?
Yeah, you have been doing very
Fucking
good.
Dusty sucks.
Because you're not using any of his spells.
Yeah, you don't use any spell. Like I
I
had
know
to
because
learn
I
that one
want
the
to
hard way.
save him.
You don't
I
need
had to
to,
learn it the
though.
hard way. You can't really save them because
You're gonna use them at some
We're just
point.
fighting some bitch
Well-
ass zombos.
you keep 1 or 2 in reserve for like a sort of a named character, but you gotta use at least half to kind of like.
Yeah.
Dusty's
I will.
turn.
I'm-
I mean,
I'm-
the zombies, I'll give it to you on the zombies. But
Right,
like
the
the
zombies
the
is-
vampire could have used some real
Could've used
spells.
some
Yeah.
BVs.
Hey, I'll reposition over here.
You ignite him slightly.
2 damage.
You're like once you hit level 5 and your stuff gets double the dice, it'll do a little bit more. Would be
Yeah.
slightly
They
more.
get better.
Wacky tries to stab it, stabs it successfully for 4 damage.
Yee.
Zombies on the ropes. Zombie has a fucking orgy of targets. Going for Wacky because he rolled a 3 on a d4.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
14? Does a 14 hit you?
Doesn't. Not anymore.
Oh, he misses
Bless
you with
that
his
arm.
body slam. Bones go.
At +1.
I will and I will punch him, or I will bonk him.
That is a hit. He drops and does not come back up. He is knocked unconscious.
Kick him anyways.
Yep.
I missed.
You wake him up. You now have an unconscious zombie that you can interrogate later. And
Knock and then dead unconscious?
I don't know. I guess so.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Let's be like,
That's a question for
Pyro.
people to know way more than I do.
I'll be like, look, Pyro, that thing's not really alive anyway, so
Somebody
you
go tweet at Chris Perkins and
go
ask if you
finish
can.
it off.
Yeah, ask
I'll
if
ask
you can knock.
Charles.
It doesn't have an immunity unconscious.
Yeah. So
I'll tell Pyro to just kill it.
you guys get X amount of experience, and you can continue doing whatever you were doing.
I don't like. What are we doing?
What?
Looking in sarcophagi.
So, a quick perusal of the sarcophagi does not really yield any fruitful progress. Everything inside just seems old and rotten.
Well, at least we
Watch
got X experience.
Please add 2 to the experience.
6. Hold on. I'm gonna count them as this because they are slightly harder than standard quarter challenge rating zombies. But times 5
Find
divided
the first
by
wild boar I can
6.
find and kill it 2 times.
You guys get 62 XP,
Yeah.
and that's not even for Datto. That's just what it worked out to.
Perfect.
62.5, wanted to kind of round that up to 63, just pissed Datto off, but you're not supposed to round up. So, gotta not piss Datto off and play by the rules.
So I don't care about noise, so maybe
At
it'd
this
be
point,
easiest to just drag your sword across the wall until it...
Well, it's all stone, so dragging it wouldn't really do much.
Come on, it works in Zelda, that tink, tink.
Well, that's not dragging, that's banging your sword into the wall.
Oh.
I want to take a peek into this corner.
So you see the sort of faint outlines of what might look like kind of cracks. Like there could be some kind of passageway obscured here.
Do we have a bomb?
I
Did
give
we
it a
find
good
one?
shove. Which was it here?
Corner. Right here.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a good. I'm gonna give it one good thunk the butt of my staff. Thunk.
You thunk it, and it makes like a kind of a hollow sound. Like much
Nice.
more of a hollow sound than the rest of the walls make.
We're in luck. Let me thunk it harder.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Oh, yeah, come
Not
over here,
you,
right
Dusty.
here. Oh yeah, just right over here. And what is it? Right, this. Yeah, I'm helping.
I'm helping.
So Dusty starts to
so-
push on it, and it kind of starts to... He feels it like maybe it's starting to move, he's not sure. It's like when you
Okay,
push on
well,
something like
move.
really heavy that doesn't move at all. And he's like, I think I moved it. I can't... Maybe?
Eve.
There you go.
Bones manages to push his way through.
I loosened it up for you. You're
Thanks.
welcome.
Thank you, Dusty.
Boop.
Cool.
Yeah, you go first. It's fine.
Do I got the light? Makes sense.
After complaining so long about not going first because you have the light.
Look, if I don't move this along, we're gonna take forever.
Everybody sits at the doorway anticipating Bones dying. It's like everyone's just
Yeah.
listening like, huh? Is
I
that...
was just waiting for the noise.
He was waiting for the scream?
Yeah,
All right.
just waiting.
I'm looking at this here statue.
It looks
Like, I- it's a
like...
statue.
It looks like some kind of wizardy statue, and it is clutched in its hand is a staff. A actual staff.
Oh.
Cool. Can I remove actual staff?
I don't know, are you trying to?
Not yet. I said, guys, I'm gonna try to take the staff.
It
I'm
does
not
not look like it's like all welded together like the hand was.
Okay, so it looks like it'll actually come out.
Yep.
All right. Where the hell is everybody? Why am I alone? Dudes, get in here.
Why do we have to be there?
Be in
Because
there.
if it comes alive, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna start patting this wall down.
Pyro's trying to close the door.
I will prepare
God
a
damn it.
firebolt in case the statue comes
He's
alive.
the scurriest fucking paladin. Fuck it, I take the staff.
Okay. You are now in possession of a wood and steel staff, at the head of which is a clenched fist.
New staff brand staff.
I'm gonna pat down this corner.
Staff of punching.
I want a staff of punching. That sounds awful.
Maybe it is a staff of punching.
B. Never underestimate that I have punches.
You do not seem to see anything there. I'll also remind you to remember places that you have checked, but failed miserably at checking.
Yeah, I'm gonna like ask Steve, like, hey, you think this thing's magical, bro?
We're just missing the shield now.
No.
Checking the wall.
Are you lying or guessing? Jez,
There
you
you
seem
go.
to see some kind of a passageway.
I do
passive
not have the
insight.
intent of lying.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
It's a hunch.
Yeah.
It's a hunch.
No, it
push
seems
it
pretty
open.
magical.
Nope.
Even though that wasn't an Arcana check, your old man intuition is like, yeah, I bet this is magical.
I'll try.
Yeah, you managed to push your way through. Oh.
It's a good thing I rolled that crit earlier, eh, guys? Huh?
Yeah, here it is. Don't talk
I mean
to
that.
me.
I mean
You
that-
find a stout statue holding what looks like a shield.
I'm tired at the moment,
The
so-
shield. Don't actually know what the shield is. Don't remember off the top of my head. I don't think
It's a
I
shield.
don't think I
of
decided what the shield looked like or anything.
Make it up on the fly.
Sure. It's
Crystalline with crystals flying all over it.
yeah, it seems to have the entire universe contained inside of it.
It's a shield that's actually a portal.
The gelatinous
It
cube.
it kind of looks like a spider web. It's basically a metallic shield that kind of looks like a big pointy spider web.
Spiderweb shield.
Like that's kind of
Okay.
its vague shape, but it's all kind of stylized and spiky along the edges.
I'll take spiderweb shield.
Okay.
Now I
a
got two
spiderweb.
shields.
Waj still has that dagger.
Yeah, we're gonna like.
That may come in
spend some
handy
time.
every now and then.
That
We're
would have
just
been
gonna
handy
spend
to
some time
stab the
identifying
vampire
everything.
with.
No, we know what it does. He just doesn't use it.
Yeah. You guys
Well, 'cause
already
he's never here to use it.
He's also uses a bow most of the time, so
Yeah, but
like never in melee range.
yeah, but taking an action to use a web spell isn't gonna require him to
I'll
get in a
put the
melee
shield in
range.
its hand.
Yep. So,
Hurry
as
done with
Jez, as you place the shield of missile attraction in the hands of the statue, its hands just kind of meld with the handles of the shield, and the two become as one.
Yay!
Aw, but you could like keep this shit. Oh well, it's okay. We're here for a purpose.
What are we gonna do? Well, yeah,
I don't think
let's
I
just
would
take
want
it,
that
and then
shield.
we'll leave.
Here for a purpose. I will place the staff into the wizard hand.
So, as you place the +1 quarterstaff into the statue's hands, its hands meld into it.
What was I gonna do? Take it?
Yeah, no, I intentionally made all these items stuff that you guys actually really want, because I'm a dick.
Yeah, it's not like I was gonna.
I mean-
Maybe
I'm
if it was
just-
a
I'm just
rapier.
gonna, like, be
I
pulling
just
out,
I
like,
just wanted to
like,
sow the seeds of dissent that it's like, well, what if we just leave and keep these things?
Not gonna
could've just-
lie.
Just rode the horses to the place. Fuck.
Well, I was gonna
probably
make them
chose
super
a
good. I was like, yeah,
shield.
like you place the Vorpal sword in the hands of the statue.
Like, yeah, I think we should keep one instead.
So, as you place the third item, you hear a rumbling and you see like the dark, disgusting water start to drain from the pool.
Drain the swamp.
Yeah, you drain the swamp until eventually it reveals a staircase leading
Oh,
downwards.
Jesus.
Yeah, a shield of missile attraction is actually cursed.
See, if we
That
just
would've
would have
been
went in the water, we
bad.
could have found this staircase.
Something tells me that doesn't happen that way.
We could have also drowned down there.
I'm pretty sure that this
Whatever.
opening is what drained the water.
Yeah.
Probably.
Let's go.
Alright, we're going.
Yep.
Hey, I'm here now.
You just jumped in the hole.
So you guys
dexterous.
wind your way down the like dank, wet staircase until eventually you come to a door. And the outside of the door is just kind of like slick and slimy and wet from being, you imagine, like underwater for a long period of time. You also notice what seems to be some kind of like metal grate at your feet that perhaps the water is all drained out into.
Open it up. Let's go. Not the grate, the door.
So you open the door. It leads you to a dark passageway.
I think my light went away.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's lights went away because I don't save lights that I don't know exist.
Yeah.
Point.
In
Reason for
general, if it's dark, I'm going to be putting light on myself.
All players see light.
That looks lovely, whatever's down that hallway.
Alright, so we're gonna give it a listen real quick.
Sounds like a tomb.
You hear
Cool.
sea
Sound.
birds.
You hear babies and seagulls together. They are now partners.
Seagulls.
So as Bones walks into the room, like a decayed corpse slumped up against the wall, kind of like stumbles to its feet and looks at him, and kind of starts moving its way towards him. It is now time for initiative.
I literally turned my head for a second. I don't even know
Wow.
where Bones went.
I literally turned the corner.
There's 1,800 corners.
The first
The
one.
one straight in front of you.
There's 2 corners.
What?
This one.
This one.
The
Damn
one-
Bambo.
Okay, because there's also here and
Alright,
here.
alright.
Spoilers.
Don't act like I'm the crazy one.
This one is
Always
not straight
crazy.
in front of you. This one is.
They're both right. How can you say this one is straight in front of me and this one isn't?
Because it's closer.
Whatever. Hey, are these fires lit
Just say
legitimately?
say the closer one
Nope.
then. They're
He
both
did.
in front of me, and
No,
they're both straight in front of me.
No fires lit. The
Got
dead need no such thing.
Rough.
Descending order. Dusty gets to go first.
Oh, that guy back there, huh? Okay. Over there.
Yep.
This dude.
You stagger him with a firebolt. Jez's turn.
Turn around. Oh, these are actually kind of big.
Big.
20 feet.
Yeah, no. Never trust that a square on one of my maps is 5 feet, because I don't... Like, if I
Yeah,
use a
they're
map
5
that's
feet,
got
but-
squares, I typically make maps bigger, because I like stuff
They're
to have a
5
little bit
feet
more
long.
room.
I can't do too much. I'll get in the middle of the room, and then I will dodge.
Yep. Bones.
Alright, just a quick look. I'm curious if this other corpse is animated or if it's just this guy right here.
Doesn't seem to have moved yet.
Alright. The one guy so far? Alright.
Okay, wait.
Well, I'm going to... How far is this? Oh, yeah, definitely. We're gonna kick him.
Nope.
I'm gonna punch him.
Nope.
back to like
Louage.
right up there.
Leeway. Over here.
Is he gonna ptew the Zambambo? I can hear you meowing down there, cat. Yeah, that's a hit. See, the one thing you're doing wrong playing a rogue, though, is that you're hitting your crits on times you don't have the sneak attack.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
That is
Probably
enough.
hold your
That is
turn
enough to
if
drop
you're
him, though.
next to someone.
And he does not get back up.
I don't need sneak attack because I just one-shot them fools anyway.
So, wacky go.
Eat a dick.
I'm just gonna wait here. And I guess prepare a vicious mockery for anything coming from up. I see coming from the north.
Okay. Skelemans, like, get up. And they start shambling forward. As they decide to animate. Like, oh, you decided to come visit us in our little Skella home. Thank you for coming by. 2 attacks on Bones. 22, 15, an attack on Jez.
You need to
18.
You need to make a
Just get one of those hits.
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdonius.
Yeah, it's got to be the 12.
Leaving
I was really hoping you were going to say like a really high number so I wouldn't have to fucking look it up. Because I don't know if they would actually get a half decent wisdom bonus or not. I just have to remember how to spell skeleton.
Same.
Fun.
God damn it, slods, get out of my way. No. So, what happens on a fail?
He wastes his attack.
Okay.
Sucks,
So
boy.
one hit on Bones for 3 damage.
suckers.
3 piercing damage.
Hot.
Big
Big
dick.
damage.
That's big dick damage right there.
Big dick.
Pyro comes down. He's really confused. Like, what's going on, guys? Dusty, what's going on? What do we do?
You see that stuff over there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right over there. You can take that thing and that thing
Back
and-
there?
Yeah.
Not,
No.
not
No. Yes, this way.
that way?
This way.
Oh,
Over here.
but
Turn. Turn.
that way? You mean back
Nope.
where we came?
Back a little. No.
Uh,
Right here.
Oh, over. Oh,
Where
you
your
you,
friends
you
over
mean
there.
you mean Bones?
Yeah.
Attack Bones?
No,
You
no,
mean-
no. I attack the bones attacking bones.
Get over here, Chen.
You want this one? This one right
And
here.
can.
Oh, and he moves to here and dodges.
God, I hate you.
Zombies
So much.
shamble. Oh god, I'm stretching him. Zombie got fat for a minute, but he's fine now. Hearing all this commotion, zombies come shambling.
Hey, look, a zombie.
Oh, I was born a shambling man.
So, Dusty.
That's actually.
Trying to make a living
Is
and
Wacky
I'm
here?
a
Okay,
skeleton.
So, first zombie, probably gonna fail. Yep,
Wow.
sad zombie.
There's some zombies behind us. Feels good, man. This one. Actually, no. Fuck it. This one. This one.
Okay.
Barf. Can I just roll high on the damage for once? Fuck.
Hey,
Use some of your
Better
spell
than not
slots.
I'm gonna on the dudes behind us.
Yep. Jez go.
I guess I'll just stab this guy. Ruining our contract.
Yep. And I never did make a ruling on whether piercing is negated by skeletons, so I'll just give you full damage. I never did really make an official ruling on that, so fuck it. 9 damage. 9 damage to Skeleman. Bones.
Alright. Let's see here. I'm gonna take a crack at the one at the top.
Okay. And he explodes.
Cool. Now I want to punch the one on the bottom.
Okay. And he also explodes.
Oh, I was born a punching man.
The benefit of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Here. Sure.
Basically turns them into minions.
We go over here.
Danny. Do, 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 do.
Dude
I
in front
wonder.
of.
Nope.
Oh my god, it's the first time I failed today.
Now roll to see if Lawaj falls asleep.
Watch fall asleep. Yeah, he would fall asleep.
Lawaj is now asleep. Wacky go.
On the guy in the back, Vicious Mockery again.
He fails.
Move back a bit.
Skeleman. Attacks Jez. Oh, baby. That's just a hit for 5 damage.
Hot damn.
I was just really excited that I hit. Pyro is now confused. It's like, he just turns back. Does he still? It's like, do I still? Just without? Or
Yeah.
do I go that?
No, over here, over here. Look, you see that one over there?
Yeah.
This one.
Why don't you go protect the horde of zombies from going to all
you can
you
go
guys?
over there. Look, there's 2 of them there.
But that should. But you said.
No,
You-
forget
you-
what I said. Forget what I said. This one up here.
But
They're so soft and malleable. You can hit them really good, like.
I don't know. But I mean, there's that one. The one
No, wait,
down there.
I got it.
The one.
It's my turn next. I got
You,
it.
you should.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I'm already preparing it.
What I love about this is that Pyre's character is actually a soldier. He's just an idiot. We're just making him be an idiot.
He's not here to defend himself. It's
To
fine.
be super good at this tactics thing.
Yeah.
It's not like. Well, he's. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm a battle master, so I should be also.
You
tactically
should be way more tactical than Pyro.
sound. I am. I'm just not telling other people what to do yet.
Pyro hobbles the zombie horribly, but it is still coming. Oh, now he gets to attack him. And his friend.
Both at disadvantage.
I get to roll all kinds of d20s now.
Well, one of them would have wouldn't have disadvantage because you're. Oh, it's next turn. Never mind.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
she's got it on both of them. Misses. All around misses. Dusty.
Try and skill a man down here again.
Oh!
There you go.
Dusty
I rolled
blows
a
it
9.
apart. Dusty snipes its head off.
Just hear me yell with a youthful vibrance.
And then you hear like the rest, like that echo throughout the catacombs.
Yeah.
Then you hear me like, oh, okay.
Sound just eventually makes its way back to us.
Yep.
Um,
It's like the Dusty's looking around. Who said that? Who's
I'll
there?
double move and get there.
Yep.
Form the wall with a little bit of room
Form of a
to shoot
wall.
through.
Yep. Oh, can you not attack?
I had to double move to get
Oh,
there.
okay. Bones.
Alright. My fire's kind of in my way, but I can squeeze in there probably.
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
All right. So I'm gonna bonk him right in the face. Bonk.
Yep, that's good damage. Oh, that guy needs to roll. Nope, he's gone for good. Whoosh.
All right, cool. I guess I'll kick this dude's head off. Whoosh.
So your foot just kind of like sinks into the squishy meat of his head and just kind of stays there for a minute.
Ew.
Yeah, you're not gonna be getting that smell out for a while. That takes us to Lawaj.
Are those like really low quality people or statues? I don't know.
The things on the
They're
wall?
concerning.
Just that. Oh, you mean
No,
at the top? Oh, there's something.
Okay.
That's a hit. And sneak attack. Waiting for Dado to do the sneak attack.
Sneak attack him.
6 damage. Nope.
14, not enough. It became a DC 19 roll to fucking come back to life, and he does not. And combat is suspended. Yay!
Yay.
Yay. First things first.
75
Go check the
times
thing in the corner.
3
I want to see what was in this room first.
plus.
I'm more concerned about the thing at the end of this hallway sort of thing.
I'm more concerned
Mirror
with
or
this
bucket of water?
Plus
entire room.
Yeah.
Water.
divided by 6. You guys get 62 XP.
Roll up, Brooke.
Fuck.
Now we have a 2 at the end.
Give us 60.
You want less XP?
I don't want to add fucking 2s and shit to the last digit.
Adding 2 to 0 is pretty easy, Dado.
I know,
Man.
but then he's gonna be like 7.
You can just not
That'll
take
make 9.
the 2.
And I also calculate experience for next level at the same time, man.
It should
That's
always
not
stay
correct.
at 6,500.
No, well, I do how
Oh,
much
he like has XP
600.
to next level instead of like
Yeah.
what the XP for next level is. So that thing on the ground just seems to be like a stagnant thing of water.
I'm gonna take a peek in this room. Anything
Water.
interesting?
Not that you managed to really pick up by just spinning around in a circle, glancing around.
Are these beds or are these coffins here?
They just seem to be like wooden planks that were probably some kind of shitty cots.
All right. Is this a bucket of water or was at some point?
It looks like some kind of like wooden container. Maybe it was like the bottom half of a chest once, and it just seems to have collected some gross water. Maybe the zombies bathed in it.
Is this a spinny thing?
I put my hand down in there.
That seems to be. It's basically like a frame with like a bucket hanging. It's like a well. It's like the top of a well, but without the well underneath of it.
Oh.
What are these?
Hey, I want to just kind of feel around in the bottom of the bucket.
Oh, okay. I'll let Bones finish.
Zombies gotta get attacked by leeches.
You feel around, and all you find is just slime and gross.
Got it. I'm gonna go wipe my hand off somewhere.
Pixie slime hands.
So in this room, you find a life-sized wood carving of a husband and wife. It's not super detailed. It's kind of a rough carving, but yeah, you find like a life-size wood carving of a husband and wife.
Watch out, guys. It's a wood Medusa.
Is there anything inscribed on it?
Nope.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
Run a history check on it.
Is this little thing
Nope.
next to them important?
No. Just
I think we're wasting our time.
We're always
seems,
wasting it.
seems to just be miscellaneous stuff. But with that fight done, I think I'm going to call it now because you guys
Good idea.
you have a fair bit of questing still to do in this area. So I think this seems like a good stopping point
Yeah,
with
I gotta
you
get up
guys.
early tomorrow, anyways.
Yeah, with you guys in a nice little safe hidey hole with your new mom and dad that you found.
Okay.
So that is going to do it for the stream. Thank you, whoever is still here watching. Thank you for coming out. As far as I'm aware, we're just going to keep on rolling on Mondays now. There just shouldn't be really anything to interrupt us. Tune in next week. Maybe Lawaj will show up. Probably not, but maybe.
I can
I
stay
like
up
how he
later
didn't
now
even say
too,
this
so we can
time,
go.
not gonna
We can
make
go
it.
longers on Mondays if people can.
Well,
Or
for
did
me, it's easy. It depends on everybody else.
Yeah.
Like-
if everyone else can, obviously.
Oh.
I could
Inter-
start earlier. Would that be different?
I can't start earlier.
Okay.
'Cause I'm already pushing it most times to get.
I don't really want to be pushing more than 4 hours to begin with,
Think
because as soon as
4
we
is
hit
reasonable.
hour 4, it's just like,
Yeah.
like 3.5. I think is a good timer.
All right.
Which is basically what we're doing right now. I'm keeping it to
Yeah.
about 9:30, between 9 and 9:30. Just depend.
Right.
I like once it gets to 9, I kind of look at it's like, okay, are we at a good stopping point, or should I just push it another half hour? It's like, I'll give it the half hour.
Yeah.
All right. If you
Alright.
go back and watch last episode, I really do think we didn't get the XP for that.
Probably, but yeah, I'll look at it, and if you didn't, we'll worry about it. It's not going to matter anyways, because until you actually take a long rest.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Just reminding everybody. Cool.
Okay, so thanks for coming out, guy. Oh, yeah, there's my stream end thing. So, thanks for coming out, chat. We will see you next Monday at 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, as our heroes continue to delve through the Tomb of the Exile in search of some bauble that they don't know why they're looking for.
6 Pacific, 6 specific.
6 specific time.